be that animal that needs to come back to your body, and that's what they do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or any animal, or
Crazy.
anything, you know? And that's what they do, they got these bodies that are like real bodies, and they go out into that world, but we control them. And when you do that, it opens up everything, because, you know, it just makes it. And the fact that we're there on the planet with the Marines, I mean, it creates that tension, you know, because they don't want us there. They call it dancing with wolves in space, but, and I mean, it is the same kind of story, I mean, as that, I mean, but still, whatever, there's not, but how many stories are there anyway, like less than 10?
Well, when you look at those movies, they're pretty much, you know, the majority of the basic storylines that they can continually go over and do over and over and over again.
Right, there's only a
They
few.
just have a different twist on it.
Yeah, it's like, what is Star Wars? It's like Oedipus Rex. It's like, you know, the son that, well, Oedipus Rex, the son kills his father and he doesn't know it or something. And, you know, it's basically a Greek tragedy. And what is Lord of the Rings? Same thing, you know, it's all the same thing. And technically Shakespeare wrote all this stuff before anybody else.
Yeah.
And before him, the Greek guys.
Ozzy's videotaping you in your diaper. Isn't that awful?
Kate got shot.
Yeah, it don't work.
Yeah, you might want to watch that drink now.
Yeah. Whatever they did, did something to the, it's gotta keep walking. Yeah, but, well, see, Linux would read it as a fast cable anyway, so it would, if whatever Windows couldn't do, that's right, it would read fat format, so. Oh, well.
Okay.
Figure it out. When you do, throw it all out, play that. Because, you know, I'm good at it. I ain't got time on the other stuff.
Blu-rays.
Well, I mean, I know I do,
Oh,
but
it's
I
4
don't.
copies, one for you.
I tried to get the DVD tonight when I get home.
Are those a Serpentarian visit?
No, it's a wedding. On Blu-ray. Crazy that one
I
to
got
start
one
to
on
carry.
Blu-ray. I got it in one of the early birthday parties. I forgot it.
I've got a Serpentarian already.
Well, Weezy sure doesn't want it.
No, she probably don't want to see it.
I don't want to see that.
No, you don't. I had nightmares that night. I did.
Well, it almost makes worth having a camera, make it worth
Oh,
having a
you
camera.
haven't seen it.
Well, he liked if he likes snakes, because
What's up,
he probably thinks okay.
Well, I watched it. I laughed at these three
You
when
don't
they were,
care.
you
Well,
know,
they were fine.
You gotta admit, I'm the comedian.
You sure have a vulgar mouth sometimes. There's evidence of that.
Yep, there's just us three. I think there was a lady in there with her kid at one point, but hey, whatever.
Sean, did you want to open this one?
yeah, here, baby, you can have the big one. Yeah, let the brothers do it.
Yeah, what the brothers do.
Look like I
It's
said,
two
a yard
brothers
dog or
to choose
something.
I don't
They
know.
got it
Yeah,
right
if we
now.
all shoot each
Got
other.
two
That's
o'clock.
yours.
So it's 2
Here,
o'clock.
Sean.
Yes, Jason doesn't know how to put names on things.
Okay.
Jason doesn't know how to put
Same
names on
time.
things.
No.
Let me, drink my milk here.
Well, it ain't going anywhere.
Well,
I had 5 of those.
Come on.
Well, it's not like, you know, we ain't been messing with this.
I was letting a bunch of them in the
I know
office.
you got like a job interview.
While I was
Put
doing
your hand
that,
up.
3 of them disappeared. So
Look,
they
Jason's
kids
already
were-
started.
But
All
that's
right.
Yeah,
not-
come on,
What?
Sean.
This is mine.
Okay, Mark, yes,
Yeah,
this
that's
is for
Yes,
you,
right.
Ruth, and this is for me and Jason. All right, ready?
Who's that from?
They're
From
both
Weezy.
from the
Yeah,
Weezy.
both from me.
Ready?
Oh,
You have to spell it out.
From her to that pair.
it was like a
from
set
her
of,
to this
like,
pair.
dueling weapons or something.
That's a good idea.
Like
Come
you
on, just
said-
open at the same time. 1, 2, 3,
Pistols at
go.
dawn.
Come on, he's already started.
Yeah, those are good. That's a good idea.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Y'all got us the, alright, Ozzy, you're,
Yes.
Take all that
flying
time.
mojo here. Harley, stay there, Harley. Come in, go
Y'all
ahead.
got us to take all that time to open the boxes up.
Pete?
and-
If he pees in the kitchen, then I can heat it up easily.
Well, I don't want to go upstairs.
He wasn't
He's on a
upstairs.
Valve, set of valves on, maybe not the somebody bought a Roomba.
What?
What?
Oh,
Saw that on TV, that's for the
Robot Roomba?
oh, y'all like technical things, both of you.
They had an advertisement on TV the other day, and the guy said, leaving home, he's going, he's leaving home. I said, who's gonna leave that
I'll
thing
give y'all
home?
a project for the Christmas day. It is a cat and a robot vacuum
It's
cleaner.
a robot vacuum cleaner.
Ah, that'll come in handy in my house.
It runs continually, it goes back and gets on its little pad.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, what that's best for is aggravating the dog. It ain't got nothing to do with vacuuming, it's got
Dogs
to
or
do
the
with,
cats at my house.
it's got to do with watching them flee as that thing goes after them.
But one in my eyes, I think about to have a dog that can talk.
Well, come on, it's no good if it can't chase them and aggravate them.
And I bought it from the company that's for 161 years been in business, and they will refund it or replace it forever. And they're just the best.
Cool out. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Got its own little pad, you just set the parameters you want it to vacuum, and it consistently vacuums to keep your pet air up and clean.
Till it meets that,
Yeah, Daisy.
it'll be like,
That's like really cool.
She loves
I'll
those.
see these
She
things,
can-
I want
she
their
is
work, I guess
crazy.
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. I'll let you know.
How long you gotta let them go?
Well, we got 2 cats and 2 dogs.
Well, don't pay all that right now, Tom.
Thank you.
We'll try it
Y'all like
out.
that?
Put all this in that.
Oh, yeah.
All you do is
Yep, I saw the box, right, some technically. I saw the box when it came and it had that electronic Rubik's Cube advertisement on it. That electronic Rubik's Cube.
Like how often you
And it's on the
gotta
box.
empty it? Like at our house, it'd be like every third.
No. The first rule of vacuums is you don't empty them, you do like at Southland, and you just run them until they break.
Oh, ours needs emptying after the night, but I didn't feel like taking it out while I do it.
like I said, I bought a camera.
Hole that is clogged up so a couple of them.
Sure, I did a lot of research online, and they said that
Butter,
they were
tops, and
absolutely
everything else.
the best company to deal with on
You
that.
just,
Mhm.
you just like if you
Forever.
if you drop some food in the floor, you don't get it up, wipe it up, you get your vacuum.
And I'm gonna keep that box.
Do like in the gift shop there where they just, the snack bar where they suck up french
I
fries.
can get another box at,
I watched that
We got the
one
label.
One day, I think it
The
was,
label, that'll work.
I think it was Sherry or somebody,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Some
probably.
people like it, but capital.
I've tried to get more light.
It was one of the cashiers that I thought had a little bit better sense, they were like vacuuming it.
Get up there and try
There
to
was
turn
like
it off.
some big old nasty greasy french fry. And I was like, well, of course you should pick that up with your hand, and then you
Well,
should
that was
vacuum.
button on, huh?
Yeah,
And
they
then
do
you
it
should
in the
run
box.
over and they start going, turn it to mush and start sucking the little pieces up. I'm like, what is wrong with you
I
people?
have one.
There's more lights than cameras, so we'll, we'll block that corner.
Please.
Probably won't need them both.
Okay.
All right, well,
It won't be like secret
That's
business.
pretty good,
See it.
Okay, that's cool.
It's
Yes,
good,
thank
thank
you.
It'll get plenty of use at our house.
Yes, it will.
see how
It's
it works.
continuously runs. They say they're running continuously. You set you
No.
set them up like a computer, they got a computer chip in it.
Yes.
And it just constantly goes and does its thing, and gets back on the full pad.
Yeah.
And every so
And
often
then you
it
can
goes
use
back.
vacuum in your room, which
Run it.
never happens.
Yeah, they do. It's a wireless network. It's got a wireless, like a XY grid that those little antennas put out. And so the antennas like create like a grid wirelessly that it, so it maps to them and it knows where it's been. Unless you move the antennas, if you move the antennas, then you'll remember where it's been.
But it goes up, and it knows, it elevates itself, and like, it'll be vacuuming here, and it'll come up on this rug, and then, like, when it hits a step, like, it hits that step, it'll stop and whatever, and figure out that that's the step there, and it'll back off and keep you going.
It'll map it out, so like the antennas stay where they are, and when it hits things, it maps out where the obstacles are.
Right, so it doesn't recreate the same
Right,
interaction.
so it doesn't hit the step
So
every
the
time,
longer it runs, the more efficient it gets at running its path.
unless you move the antenna.
Or you move your furniture.
Well, then we're.
Or what? Or if the antennas use
Fail.
2.4 gigahertz, which is what Wi-Fi uses, which means that the interference will work it off.
Really?
We got an access point. for it, so
Wireless
yeah.
access point.
I don't think they'd have been that stupid.
No, I don't know.
Maybe so. That's why I bought it from that company that was take back any questions asked.
I don't think they'd been that stupid, because it obviously operates at a different bandwidth.
Well, it might use 5.8. The lottery terminal over there uses 900, thankfully, because if it used 2.4, none of the access points would work.
I actually have commercial ones that I was looking at for the store. We went back in the whole store. They did.
So it's gonna come to.
That machine runs everything.
They're $800.
Well, they suck up French fries?
And then about,
Well, they suck up French fries.
and then about 25 years after that, we'll be in Terminator Salvation.
Da 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 da. Da da da
And
da
that's
da.
vacuum cleaner with a machine gun mounted on top of
I
it,
had
altered.
to play some vacuums,
Yeah.
played some vacuum at a restaurant about 15 years ago. It was a half inch of grease on the side wall, the whole big opening was that big, it's down to pencil size. But the vacuum grease, butter containers up, everything.
Yeah, I clean them up.
Paper clips, paper clips eat the butter all to pieces.
I'll tell you what, that is something that reeks to God awful, but it's cleaning out that shit in this, the way the dirt gets funneled into the vacuum cleaner, when you have to scrape that old grease out. That is the most stinking stuff I've ever seen smell in my life. It smells horrible.
Okay.
Talking about the regular floor vacuum?
Yeah, the ones they use at the store. You have to take a flathead screwdriver and dig the grease out from the
Alright, prayers open.
plastic that funnels the dirt through.
Oh,
Just
something
get
awesome.
grease
You got
off the
tons in
carpet.
there.
Just stuff, dirt, the dirt has grease on it.
Yeah.
People walking on it.
Right, that's what I'm saying, it's dirt with grease mixed into it. It stinks to hell. It smells worse than anything I've ever smelled just about.
Worse than the super sucker.
Where's that from?
Maybe not that bad, but.
I thought you'd say, oh, a lot worse than that. It's like, oh, maybe not that bad. Like, can I think of anything? Oh, how about today, the super sucker? What is that, Ozzy? Some more cables? What is that like?
Cables.
Component cables. Red, blue, green.
You know, I read today, other day on the internet, they got like some cables online. They got an HDMI cable that's $1,100.
Oh, that's cool.
Must have 50 cables and all like that, from different things I bought and don't use.
What'd you get, sir?
Red, yellow, white, was the first time 20 now.
Do you realize they got $1,100 HDMI
That's
cable?
something new, is that a game?
Just
Yeah,
plain
it's
black
based off the movie that Ruth and
Remember
Emily,
that?
yeah, the game based off the movie.
Wow.
That was a good movie.
Wow.
Ozzy's deaf over there.
What?
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Jason, I'll pick it out.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Not a Garmin for other.
Okay.
No, cool. I
It
think
was
I
just
got
something that. Plug in.
Stick it right to the windshield.
I would've gave you mine the other night. When I was up on Kentsville Road and that damn thing kept, I'm just kidding. It got me nowhere.
Well, that one has the lanes in it to where it shows.
That is lane awareness.
Yeah, where it shows.
So we're like when there's a lane change, like if there's 5 lanes and the lanes are getting ready to split, it'll tell you ahead of time that you need to be in the right side, like right farthest lane to get on the right split.
It'll do like, it'll be a roof.
In other words, it's doofus proof.
Yeah.
Instead of a top, it'll be a roof.
The roof through.
You know you need to get it right, Lane. You know this lane is, don't you? Look, the sign says right there, lane is, get over. Will you get over?
And it's got 3D
I'm gonna
imaging.
get over. Jesus, what
It's
you
got
doing?
real 3D imaging of the buildings and stuff inside of like downtown Norfolk and stuff. Like the images actually look like the same buildings.
Cool.
Take it out of your truck every time you leave it.
He's fine.
Go to hide it.
Harley.
You just unplug it, take it out, it's
What?
got a quick
He's
clip
over
on it.
here.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you need to, somebody will definitely steal it if you don't take it.
It operates, I think it said it operates on a full charge, it'll operate 4.5 hours.
Well, what you can do, I do with mine, so you don't have to take the suction cup down every time.
Play with the cigar thing.
Yep.
What I do with mine, so I don't have to mount it and unmount every time I go in and out somewhere, is I just leave it plugged in beside me on the seat, and then I look over at it, or you can hold it.
Well, it talks to you, too.
I think that's got a quick release on the mount.
Right, but you still gotta take the suction cup down, or else somebody would say, well, you got one in there, I'll bust a window and go in the glove box.
Well, no, you just quick disconnect and slip it in his pocket, like a submarine.
No, I was talking about the suction cup.
Oh, well, you're not gonna break into still suction cup.
No, but I mean, they would think he had the Garmin in
They
there.
see the suction cup.
If they see the
Oh,
suction
well, yeah, but
And then even if you didn't have the Garmin, they might, I don't know. I always worry about that, my iPod, like I got a little cable, and I'm like, anybody looking there see it's an iPod cable, so they're like, oh, you got an iPod there somewhere. So, but I don't worry about it that much, cause I leave it in there.
I think I was worried about a few $1,000s worth of tools in the truck before I worry about the Garmin. Not that I think it would be right
Like
in there.
Tom got his, did Tom ever tell you when he got broken into in the movie theater? Somebody, he went to Regal Cinema right there at Greenbrier 13, the one we go to all the time. And instead of parking on the one side where they're like, you know, everybody parks, he parked over by where now it's like Valley's Fitness or Gold's Gym. He parked on that side, somebody busted in when he was in the movies and broke his window out, went in and took all of his car stereo and everything out. He didn't even have like a, it wasn't like a high end, but it was not, it was
It wasn't
something.
factory either.
No, it was something he had installed, but it wasn't super expensive, but he came back out and they had tore his car all to pieces and took his stereo
Guess that's
stuff
what
out.
you wanted for Christmas,
He
one.
filed a police report, but that's hopeless, you know, it puts you in the bottom of the file. Which if somebody broke into mine, it wouldn't be so much what they're stealing, it's just the damage they do, getting in and getting stuff out. I mean, I'll go and take the stereo out, if they want the stereo, not to bust the window and tear the dash all to pieces. You gotta get that fixed, that's the big money.
And I've already updated it with the newest map updates and everything, so you ain't gotta do none of that, all you gotta do is plug it in and roll.
That's a big deal, because it took me about 4 hours to do it.
Yes.
I think it took me 30 minutes. Of course, I got 20 meg service to it now, so.
Yeah, because it's like 6 gigabytes or something as a download.
Yeah, you made sure it was all updated and everything.
Y'all one with the big paddles, so this is
Yeah,
something.
start opening up.
Yeah. It's badass, you'll like it.
Guess your paddles
Use
are
it.
too, eh?
So when you got to go to some damn store in Norfolk that's like
Yeah.
been open for business for 300 years, you'll be able to find it no matter what.
Tell you what, I was unfortunate coming back the other, what was it, like in October, we went to that, Chicken Foot concert.
Judy.
A breath thermometer? What'd you say?
Infrared
Oh,
thermometer.
infrared.
Huh, cool.
Put it in the refrigerator inside that.
Oh, is that like that thing that gun them dudes left
No,
behind?
You
You
just
just
point it wherever you
point
want.
the laser beam?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Wow.
Or you get bad at it.
And you can't check internal temperatures with that. You can check
You
external.
can't tell if the turkey's ready or not, you just check the temperature of the grease and the things and the refrigerators and the freezer.
Oh,
You
that's
plug it
neat.
in the
You
door.
just point it at it. It can't be no more simple than that, Mom, for technology.
Yeah, they have them online, you could get, like, I was gonna get one, but I was reading reviews on Amazon and, you know, some of them are more accurate than others, and I didn't know what to get, but,
Parks
they
Express.
had that one that guy left, that fluke one. They said it was pretty good, but they somebody else made one that was cheaper, and they said it was more accurate, so I never bought one.
It's got a LED or like so.
Right?
Oh, got a laser on it.
That's the LED. Light it up if you want.
Right.
Fahrenheit or Celsius.
What's that, so
I don't know how to convert
71
miles to
degrees.
kilometers.
Cool.
I don't have to convert all that, you just go to Google. and
Measure
type
the
it
air
in.
There you go.
So,
You know, Google has all that built in.
Oh, yeah, he did that the other night.
Wolfram Alpha that has all that too, that's like a scientific
75 up
research
there.
engine.
Yeah, I tried to get him to convert, but
What?
it's just a.
As long as the point is 1/6 the size of whatever you point at, as it always is. It's within 2 degrees accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
One at Harvey's butt, see how warm.
No, no, it's just in the refrigerator, it's not in the fridge.
44 degrees in there.
44.
On the back wall,
Yeah,
That ain't right, Ozzy.
10 degrees in there.
10 degrees in the freezer, 44 in the fridge and 10 in the freezer.
That refrigerator's so cold it freezes the milk into an ice cube if you put it in the back. You tell me it's 44 degrees?
It might be,
It's 40. 40.
Oh.
It reflected off of the electron.
Huh.
there you go. Shoot Sean's arm.
See how high it is?
It's crotch is 82 degrees. Best about hacking out of the office. Keep it in your purse, you might hit the button if they would stay on.
Or what I understand.
Unless I find a little case for it. Otherwise, I'll leave it hanging, put it in the office.
That's what
Dig it out when you need it.
they're having those whale fights now, the Japanese, you know,
I was
whalers.
thinking in that white
fighting
cabin that's
like
next to
the
the
animal
door,
dudes.
over there.
It's another using like high powered
Yeah,
lasers
Over
to
there where
blind
the
them.
medical stuff is.
And they're throwing acid at them.
Yeah, I'd be cautious to keep putting it in there because, you know, there's people who go in there and get stuff
We
out.
go all over the office and get stuff out.
That is pretty cool though, it'll make taking temperature
Oh,
around
yeah.
Southland a hell of a lot
That's a
easier.
good idea.
Guy was used
That's a
well,
very good idea.
doing it himself the other day. Wasn't Steve Thomas used to be on, he's on that green show.
Yeah.
He was sticking it down where the insulate, this used to blow the insulation for a wall. And he put the foam all around the black guy's leg and poured it down in his boots, showed him what different it was.
okay.
Well, I used
I
that
don't
one
know,
that
it
guy
gets,
left in Southland, I took it in the
often you
cooler,
got a stack or
Or
something.
like the barbecue and all. Like when we had the cooler go out, you could shoot the barbecue tub on the outside. The problem with it is that if you go online and look, depending on what you're shooting at, I mean, a couple degrees of accuracy that you got to play with, so with the barbecue, it's like,
Yeah, it's like right at the temperature.
like you pour this out of the refrigerator, you think ain't working, and if it says
Yeah.
it's 45 degrees, you say it ain't working. But if you point it at the barbecue that has a stable
Oh,
of
when I
40
have
degrees,
like
and it
8
says
pairs
it's
of jeans here.
41 or 39, you don't really know.
Everyone cold with creek, she said, little Chinese. You like this place? Yes. I buy everything, I order from there. And she said, I like it too, it's so expensive. I said, don't have to be, you have to go out and let the shop. She said, how much you pay for these jeans? I said, $11. She said, ooh, this is nice, I like these jeans.
What lady that won't play the game?
They graduated by
She's getting on,
Chung Chi.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, Holly.
that's from me and Sean.
Well,
That's from me and Sean.
It's from Louis Kate, they gave us
Oh, Louis Kate?
Uh-huh.
Oh, then you got two.
I forgot Harley was under me, I just stopped on it.
I know Louis Kate got it, don't
Uh-huh.
Well,
They
then
got plenty of
here's your
stuff.
other
You ain't trying
box.
to tell me to die quick, are you?
I forgot Harley was under me.
Yeah, I know how that is. Wow.
He gets right under you, and then you go to get
I
up.
bet I can
put your
certainly
foot on
use
it.
this.
No, the worst thing is Bevan, because I've got blankets on all my furniture, Bevan will call me for the blankets. He likes to pull up to keep warm. He'll come and he'll sit on the dog.
I'll go pull about socks off for me every night. I go, like, move out your mother in the guy.
Nancy,
Harris. Halfway off, we grab him. Pull it, till he gets off.
I can certainly
Look,
use
is
this.
that like,
His
is
dog
that
is,
supposed to be torture?
Everything is
I
half
was
price.
just, yeah, that one dog helps you out the rest of the night.
Everything is half price.
Yeah,
You're
like-
right.
If you like to pull
He's
socks
like-
off,
He's like,
You said your dog took
hell, about a
dress?
month I haven't tried,
I'll
I've tried to pull my
pull
underwear
socks
off.
off for him.
That could actually hurt them if you bite the right spot.
You go to Ozzy's house and like
Were
you
you
walk
smoking
in.
for a while, Ozzy?
About 2 weeks.
Oh,
Two
he's that
weeks?
naked
Wow.
as
Let me
under
see
the
your
dog.
card.
From Cape Hood.
You're like,
I said they were wanting to do something nice for you. Help them out.
That was from all, by the way, all of our gifts are from all of us, so $20. They're not, we don't
That's
do
nice.
individual gifts.
From Little Cape, cigars for Christmas.
oh yeah, well, so do we, so.
Yeah.
So he's got plenty of cigars. You want to buy any cigars?
Makes
for him?
it easier.
Yeah.
Obama probably go up on him about after the first anyway.
Oh, I heard it's worse than that. He says he's coming after you next week.
Yeah,
I'm
somebody,
Did you see the Obama card
ready
he
for
got?
him.
Somebody
Somebody
gave
gave-
Obama
I
Christmas
seen
card.
Oh, I got that for him. I picked it up.
He
for
mentioned you by
him.
name. He gave,
I want 10 minutes alone with that son of a bitch.
he gave a speech.
Ozzy, he probably kicked your
I
ass.
know.
He said,
Yeah,
another
yeah.
thing.
Her.
He
If
said,
he did,
Mr.
that would
Osborne.
swallow me up.
Harold. I will be coming.
Anyway,
Here you go, Oz.
Uh,
I knew you didn't mean to
I
leave it
don't
behind.
want to do
I bought it. I picked it up and bought it over here for you.
You know, Ozzy
Merry
said,
Christmas and all the best.
it.
All
God,
Obama.
recording all this.
He's smiling for y'all.
I'll change that damn spot in a second.
You got man, Ozzy, he's smooth, man.
You don't know?
Well, Ozzy, it's like rock and roll, Little Richard. He grew up with this stuff.
He was so aggravated.
you know what Ozzy told me sitting at the table when he got that card? He said, he said, I'd like to have 10 minutes with a damn Reuben. We'll put his damn washboard abs up against my, what'd you say?
About beating down my pot belly.
We'll put his washboard abs up against my a smoker pot belly or something like that.
Who gave me this?
You don't know.
Obama, send it to me.
No. Oh, alright.
Somebody said, somebody don't work.
Oh, well, I know that tells me who it
Looks
is.
like
It's
that,
Linda's
that's
band.
right now.
No, it's not
No,
Linda's
I don't
hand.
think I'll do it.
She didn't know nothing about it.
Well, then how did you get it?
It was left in my office on my desk for Oz.
Oh, okay.
Somebody-
All that is look on the camera
I'm
and
gonna
see.
leave
Yeah, there you go.
It's your card, Ozzy.
Make sure they ain't gonna
That's
answer.
right, that's right.
Ozzy, you gotta put that on your mantle for,
I didn't bring it over here.
well, nobody'd see it, because nobody's allowed over there, but.
But he's just got 4 more.
Ozzy's got 4 more. Go ahead and open something else, Oz.
Sean, you got one
He's
over there,
like-
don't you?
He's like, Ozzy, be sure on that day you get some breakfast. When I get there, you're.
Let's see it down. You're gonna cost me enough next year.
Shoot, Ozzy, he's probably gonna up your,
You're gonna be middle
Oh,
up that
Social
shape as me
Security.
that's gonna suffer. And they gonna be you.
Ozzy, all that stuff.
I don't joke on about it. He is gonna suffer.
Ozzy, you get all the entitlements coming, the mom's gonna hook you up.
Actually, Paris is gonna suffer the worst out of any of us. That
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. His ass to be paying this bill for the rest of his life.
The millions of dollars that the government decided that
Squander away.
you and all your friends are gonna be paying it off. There you go.
Sell your debts off. to
Oh, yeah,
the-
that's right. Something like that, just that little pipe.
At least you get a halfway guy.
What is that?
It's a little white, like, with the little white things, flexible, so you can sort of move around.
It goes
Oh,
on
cool.
your key ring so that you can like see it, put the key in the door.
Oh, that's not what it's for.
Is it like a
Three
snake
out
light?
rock quartz, I
Sort
like
of, but
rock
it's just a
quartz.
little one.
Or whatever.
Let's see. You don't have to open it.
Yeah, but that's kind of retarded, Ozzy. You got it behind you. So when you stand there to put in the key, you
Oh,
gotta,
yeah.
step to the side so you can like it.
That
Should
damn
have put it
light,
like right over the door.
that
They
damn light.
do like small animal
That's a
surgery
pocket,
around.
that's
Yeah,
how a pocket
like-
clip on it.
Yeah,
That light,
Look, I was like, look, a squirrel,
Yeah, and see,
squirrel
I
in the
thought you could
stretch.
like clip it on
Cuts him
stuff
up.
and move it around.
that light, you got the original 300-watt sports ball that been up there like 15 years, selling by.
Yeah, I know.
And plus, I put a fuse in the box.
That's cool.
Oh, but you know what? They said the LEDs, like out in the west, they're going out, all those Christmas lights is LED lights, because they're not, you know, low temperature, they can't take it, they fail.
Outside. Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Like I said, they're like, a lot of just, going out, people are mad, because, they want, I mean, the LEDs are more durable, the bulbs themselves are more durable, but the way they made them, they won't hold up.
I put a fuse in the light fixture box, this is like 15 years ago. So the fuse would blow, the light would get close to the house, the fuse would blow before it burnt the bulb up, and it's worked. Still got the original bulb in it.
Still got the original fuse?
Fuse haven't been blown either.
So that ain't gonna work.
I took it down and tried different glass fuses until it blew when I plugged it in.
Okay.
Then I put on a flame out a little bit longer. That's what's been in there for 15 years or more.
I'm not sure what it is.
Fuse that blown, the bulb still works. And cut it, and it's every day.
What is it?
301 quart bulb.
I don't know.
Who's it from?
How's Ozzy?
Oh, it's a TV. What's it like, like a TV stand, 100 TV remotes?
I just like one over there to hand it off.
You get it, it's called Logitech Harmony.
I got about 20, I'll give you one.
Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, we got the 1000,
Nice
the
gift
Harmony
wrap
1000,
job.
Oh, yeah.
touchscreen one.
Do the wrapping.
Yeah.
But they say the new touchscreen.
I gave all the paper flat, but I forgot about wrapping it up.
Excellent.
Well, I mean, we don't really need it, she
I thought that
just
was
gets
done.
freaked out all because for the DVD player, you
That's
gotta
my
change
old
it to
Blu-ray player, which
82.
only been used about
That's it,
10 plays.
you just hit the
I bought a
80
new one,
button,
that
that
was
goes to
$5.
82, you put DVD in.
Well, ours is what, we got
Blu-ray player.
Blu-ray player.
Thank y'all.
Sweet. Now you can watch your Blu-ray DVD?
That'll play the Blu-ray, the camera, and everything else too.
Sweet.
And it ain't, it's fraction bigger than that little player in there. It ain't bigger than that box. But that's all.
Now you can play any DVD that's.
And you can load it to them tomorrow if you want to, so they can show theirs until I get the other shit recorded.
Thank y'all.
There's one cable they can use, but you can take the HDMI out of yours in case they want to plug that in, we can get it better.
This is the cable that you use.
Were you double checking
Either
it was still
that,
there,
this is
Ozzy?
the phone cable, HDMI is better, but you gotta remember that.
Hoping that maybe it turned a little bit whiter.
That, HDMI gives you the best picture.
It ain't Michael Jackson, Ozzy. It ain't Michael Jackson.
What do you think?
The older he gets,
Take the
you don't
HDMI, I'll
get,
take
you
the
don't get
HDMI
whiter.
version out of it.
He grabbed the card, he flipped it over, and looked and saw the bomb again, he flipped it back over again.
It ain't been
He
used,
was
it's
double
been
checking,
delivered
make
for
sure
about
it's still
2
there.
years, 3 years.
That changed.
And I even played over 10 DVDs in it.
And it hasn't been smoked around.
Of course, it's been smoked around.
Well, the-
It ain't been used that much, it's sucking and smoked in.
Yeah,
And I cleaned that, so I poured boxes of it.
I didn't have to have any stuff inside of it.
Nothing that's full of contaminated, but.
I mean, my God, we work at Southland, I mean, how much worse than that could it be?
I was trying to help one of them gamers yesterday, and I swear I
I didn't
eat
realize
that
how
guy a
I
knuckle sandwich. She called me over there, and Les Page had a problem on one of the games, and I was trying to get down there and do the key, and one of the other gamers,
Carol.
he's sitting right there beside me, looking at me, and he's playing the game, and he's got a cigarette.
It's like Johnny would never fix it if you don't get some fun with a cigarette.
No, it didn't bother me that he was smoking, but he had the cigarette like this far from where I had to hide my head to get down there.
It's not a Hershey bar.
And I got down there and I tried to do the key and I kind of looked over and I looked at the cigarette and I was like, because it was just like blasting me.
It's
It
not
was like,
peanuts.
the smoke was just like pouring right into my eyeballs. And I was like doing like this and kind of like, and the dude, he's just spinning and he's like, he puts it right back down, back on the face, and I was like, God, dude, just freaking, just give me like 30 seconds,
Yeah,
I'll be out.
just move to the other hand or
So he's
something.
getting ready to like scald my eyeball with the end of the cigarette. I was like, can't you see my head is like that far from your cigarette, and I don't have no choice because the game is right there by your hand.
No, because they got tunnel vision when they get something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can go in there and I can be around people smoking, but I can't have someone holding a lit cigarette, you know, that far from my
Yeah.
face and
You
nose.
stick it up your nose and then.
And he was oblivious.
I
I
don't
was
like
like,
that either.
he was oblivious.
Like I said, they get playing the games and they're so addicted to it, they just develop tunnel vision, they don't notice things around them hardly at all.
So anyway,
Until,
whatever.
until they run out of credits, they don't notice shit around them.
You don't
That's
grow
why.
up. Yeah, bro.
No, not me, bro.
Just trying to guess what it is.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Um,
Oh,
Well, what,
no, it's a,
If it's not person.
like a, it's a,
Good, so chocolate
it's
bar.
like a almonds and chocolate European. It's like.
now we're watching beat New York carpet patties at night, I don't want cocktail.
Mhm.
He knows he don't get none, so everything else,
Yeah, that
he
would kill your
eats
dog.
radishes every day. He eats radishes. Loves out of radishes.
Don't leave that where my.
But he knows when he sees
dog
when he gets a
grab it.
carpet patty that he ain't getting none, so he didn't bother, he just lays down.
You hear what Paris said, Ozzy? He said, now you got a party, you can go wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like a European,
Oh, it weighs it off.
feet. It's like, what are you doing?
It would waste it all.
Yeah, this is real good. Dark chocolate with, almonds.
Always fine, dark chocolate.
Almost nice little dark chocolate. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Well, chocolate's, better, it's not sweet.
Speaking of that, we got some dark chocolate kisses in there. That's just what I'm craving.
Plug it, plug it,
That
and
sounds
watch
kinda bad.
this thing on your
Dark
TV
chocolate
right
cake.
tonight.
No.
Mom ain't
Get
here
looking at
yet.
it, Bob, get you going.
Thank you anyway. They're the ones that are anxious, not me.
Too negative.
Talking about watching the movie, so I watched the, things on TV.
Well, if you're a player, I mean, you can use it or you can give it to them.
I guess when somebody imposes that you know, that you might have to pay up to $5,000 for all your photos, a video becomes very important at that point. That you get for free.
Yeah.
Hell, I had my Nikon right over there.
Yeah.
I went on a shot, but.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, it's really important, but, you know, I've watched it all day long, I've been watching the movie and all. I mean,
Mine on the ground right from.
Y'all can get y'all on recording, get y'all recording, cover up, camera over, and some on DVD if you want to.
Jason and Shauna. Jason and Shauna.
no, it's not the same thing. It's the one he recorded with the camcorder, it's a lot different.
No, he asked me, couldn't we record off the security camera?
Yeah, we already did that.
You can,
Or
He
the
wants to use
DVD.
it for the-
yeah, but it's,
That's out there.
It's
The
not-
quality's nothing like that by
Yeah.
far.
Well, you ain't, this ain't that great either, it might be called the memory, that's where the light is lower than one the other, but you have good light, it's good, but it's all up, as good as what we get down.
it's not designed to be as good, I mean, it's designed for,
I never, I remember.
what is it, I mean, if you try to record high def,
I don't,
you know, 500 hours of high def, it would take
What
like.
I'm saying is, Mom was saying she didn't feel like watching that because she's been watching it all day.
I've been watching something all day.
Yeah.
She's been watching the security videos with them all day. And it's like, that's not even a comparison to what
No, I'm
Ozzy's
watching
got
it.
you recorded.
No,
That had to be
but
a-
what I've been watching is that
Waiting the photos.
Yeah.
That's showing up
Oh.
different people. I'm like, they're ready for that today. Not today, I don't wanna watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, but not today.
Yeah, you'll probably end up having to watch it tomorrow when you're over.
That's right,
Yeah, that
yeah.
is
Oh,
good.
and I,
Why they want all that?
of course, this is my favorite stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love my raspberry
There's a couple
preserves.
in there if you want to see.
Thought you'd already got
Oh,
some
you
stuff.
had to,
That's
it
in
Yeah,
law.
that's what I like, raspberry preserves.
Yeah, we were planning on getting you some, and then you were like, when you went to see Ray, you were like, and we went, I went to Big
We're ready
Rock,
to
I'm
do-
like,
it plays regularly.
you know, she got some.
But I don't have Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But then I see you saw you didn't have much in the cabinet, so we got you something.
I download movies from the internet, Ozzy, they're not Blu-ray, so it won't help. We don't even watch DVDs anymore, we just get them off off of Amazon.
Yeah.
I give her that,
I haven't bought a DVD
I
in.
give her that because they give her the best picture from what I
Shit,
do
ain't like
with
you
the
can't
camera.
remember our house bars, huh? We got enough.
I mean, last DVD I bought was,
You see the price of Blu-rays have dropped immensely, don't they?
Yeah.
Less than $200 now, less than $200.
most stuff I just
All the
don't
new
want.
movies that come out, instead of being like $35 like they were like 6 months ago, now it's like $20.
I paid
No, but
$500
it's
for
like
that.
$4.
And I just bought the new one for $200.
It's like we rented a Gran Torino, and as good as that was, I probably watched it again for 10 years.
I think much better for you than that one. That's practically the United
Barnes
States.
and Noble, happy holidays. I wonder.
I don't know what that is.
That.
What could that
What
be?
story goes along with what's in a box?
No.
That works for me. I will use that most definitely. There are some books that are out that I need.
And you better, if it's, what is it, from Barnes and Noble?
Yeah.
You better hurry, because they're next to bite the dust in about
Well,
5
then
years.
Walden's is the one that's closing 200 stores.
Barnes and Noble will be following in about 5 years.
Why?
Should we use it for them?
I don't know though, they got the Starbucks thing going for them and all that shit.
Well,
too,
not just
so.
that.
They're closing some locations already, Barnes and Noble. is.
Mostly Walden's.
And if they're doing it to consolidate so that they
But
keep
they
their
got the
profits
online
up,
store
that's
as well.
good.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
But I mean, if they're closing like hundreds of stores because they can't stay open,
Yeah.
that's
You can
bad.
use it both
Well, that's
ways.
right, you can use the gift cards on the
Yeah,
website.
you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
No,
trust
at
me,
least not
I
that
got a wish list.
'Cause I mean, sadly, bookstores
I get
are
books
not,
and it comes off the list and then
Bookstores.
find more, it goes on the list.
bookstores are gonna follow the CD stores, because it does bend the history in about, I'd say 10 years, it's sad.
I'm back.
There's single day on money to be made.
So they didn't have the internet back when,
Because Apple's coming out with that new tablet reader in January, they're gonna demo it. And everybody's just gonna, I mean, everybody's gonna just go towards e-books, I mean, that's clear. I mean, already, Kindle's cleaning it up.
get away from that.
Point away from you.
I mean, it sucks too in a way, because I mean, books, there's something to be said for books, but I mean, you know.
It's been nice if they had the internet around before Alexander burned the big ass library at Alexandria. That would've been nice. All those books
I like my
that
books.
survived that fire was worth their weight in gold.
No, they didn't put it on the box. Oh, that's cool as shit.
Supposedly it's from Japan and it was a tea chest and the woman covered it with that paper. But I suppose it was from there.
And if you keep getting any more Chinese shit, your ass are gonna start slamming on that.
My ass is already slanting. That's
Pretty
cool
cool.
as shit. Five different teas.
Very
Key
neat.
box.
Oh, I like the box. The box is nice.
Yeah, but well, the box is what started me on it. I bought the box first.
Now you can take it to a tea party and you can sit there and have some hot tea while you complain.
I was in
about
my
the
movie
political
chocolate bar before the dog.
It's a little Asian teacup. Oh, thank you guys. That's nice. Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Easy.
See, tea and book.
Want easy.
There and read some
Cup
book,
tea.
read some tea.
Sippy tea, have your little book.
Well, this- You know what I mean? And then after you use all the tea out of it, this is nice for,
Where's that thing that?
Yeah, I like the box.
yeah, the box is cool. Yeah, 'cause it's like, I don't know.
Painted on by a bunch of little Asians.
Yeah, the shut up, Jason. You're an ass.
Just kidding.
Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, I know.
She had
Tell me about it.
It was a
Where's it? Tell
church
me about it.
bazaar. It killed a little, right, key off.
Where's it told me
The
about
one
it?
had a box. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that is a cool box.
I ain't never seen a box that looked like
well, she
that.
said that tea came out in Japan and she covered the box
It's neat though, you know what I mean? It's definitely different.
It's like,
Yeah, cause it feels like, you know what I mean, it feels like, it's not really like
what you
paper,
call it,
paper,
like
but-
rice paper maybe?
yeah, it's, yeah. That's cool though. Definitely different, I like that. Cool.
Alright, she better open up the new gift. She better open it.
Nope, you don't get to. I could actually take that one too.
I got tired of gift cards, so you're gonna do what you want to do. So I was gonna get out and down, try to get the swine over here.
Perfectly, 100%.
There you go, there's your money. One of the
Cool,
things on
thank
the
you,
list.
Ozzy.
It's all taped.
Know where that's going. Thank you.
Well,
Right color, right size. Yep, always is. It's perfect.
Hi, guys. Sweet.
Sean, did you get a little? Cool.
$1,000.
I don't know, but I got $1,000 bill.
Did you?
Did you?
It was 500.
Yeah, 500, and I got $1,000.
Wow.
I got $7,000 bill. Daddy had two, and when he died, Macy gave one to Bob and one to Craig. Cool. So Daddy was one thing to have it.
Pretty neat.
But it
I
made-
didn't know they existed either.
Yeah.
The last time they made one was 1934.
No idea they
Back
had
in, that was
it.
back in the Russian days, Al Capone days, when big money like that meant something, it was a status quo, it wasn't a.
Daddy had two. And then Bill, like the bill.
So you got some for a gift?
No, I'm holding it. What do you want?
Hey, look, marshmallows.
Daisy,
I figured you'd enjoy doing that, you and your friend.
Daisy,
Look, marshmallows,
Daisy what?
eat.
chocolate,
Not lately.
and graham crackers. You can make some s'mores. and
S'mores
everything.
bar.
Uh-huh.
Not lately, maybe she'll be your ass. I thought you liked that. That's better for you. You like fun, fun thing to do, with maybe a girlfriend or something.
Oh, wait, no, that's about.
What about itself?
That's what you got by yourself. There's one for
Maybe the wrong
Thursday
food,
food.
chocolate, hot
Maybe
chocolate,
for the wrong
s'mores, and fun things.
You know, you got a special cup for hot chocolate.
Nothing, I just got it wrong.
they've got some.
I did the same thing.
Cut,
Don't worry about
fit
it.
tight, so they use it wrap,
Mm-hmm.
bought a sheet for like 95 cents. Took them over the closet, started had 3 sheets in the closet, and use them anyway. So
Thank you, Ozzy. I can use $5.
So the
Appreciate it.
envelopes, everything. I would give you
Here,
more than
Sean,
around
you
that.
have that.
That's a little cheap, but I can always use 5. Give me a damn barbecue or something.
$5 is $5.
$5, that's breakfast and lunch at Southland.
You actually think I gave you $5?
No, we know better.
You
on
know
that.
him better
It's
now.
actually $2.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Hey, $2 bill, right?
Totally old, but I got one.
I see.
You ain't more than yet those, you know.
You had it wrong
It's not
last
wide
time.
enough. So they get stuck outside your lake, it seems like, every time one else stuck.
Thank you, Ozzy.
You're welcome.
Ben Franklin. You know, he was like one of those Masons.
Yeah,
I was
he
trying to
was
think.
actually like 30-some presidents that were Masons.
Yeah, there was
It's
one.
really not a well-named president, I had to stop
He's
thinking
one
about
of
it.
the best, he's one of the smartest inventors there was also.
Pretty
So
paper.
was Nikola Tesla.
Uh-huh.
It was probably, it was
He's also a
probably,
vampire. You know
Yeah.
that Tesla's a vampire?
Hoover.
Oh.
Y'all know Tesla was a vampire?
Yeah.
Who, Nikola Tesla?
Yeah, he's a vampire.
Quarter sanctuary.
According to that series, Sanctuary.
Oh.
Sanctuary, that's what it's about. All these famous people like Jack the Ripper, they were really like undead. And he's one of them, Tesla is. So he's an inventor, but he's also a super strong vampire.
not too big, you know, they're a little bit bigger than most of the stuff usually where they don't
That's
seem.
fine though, because they're not that much bigger than these really.
But they seem a lot daintier to see really big.
Which ones are you wearing, the bumblebees?
They're not bumblebees.
Piranhas?
Birds.
Oh, they are bumblebees.
They're not
They
bumblebees.
don't look like birds, they
I'm a
look like
bumblebee.
bumblebees. They look like white bumblebees.
Well,
They should have reindeer ones, but I swear they look more like piranha than they do reindeer. You look at them. I always mess with her, because her earrings never look like what they should look.
To you,
That's
you
right.
don't have a problem.
Yeah, those look like
This
birds to
is-
me.
You gotta look closely at them.
Let's come on.
They got like a little bumblebee tail on them. It's supposed to be feathers, but it looks like a bee's butt. One of these days I'm gonna mess with her and I'm gonna paint them like black and yellow.
You better not. You won't ever find another pair like this.
It'll be washable.
I'll use like watercolor.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Well, I know you like to read, and I didn't wanna just get you a gift card, you know what I mean? And I know you like to read different stuff, and he's pretty good, so that just came out, so I figured you probably didn't have it.
No, I don't know. Who's that guy?
Me too. He's pretty good.
Watch school.
Maybe that would be occupied for about a day.
Well, I do more crochet now, and I don't read quite as fast. But I still. I just got one, Sean got one, Bear should have another one.
Reese's got some.
Weezy's got two,
Yeah,
Jason's got one.
Got something over here. Yeah, she actually acknowledges Harley and like rubs him and pets him. Daisy's like chopped liver. Daisy's like, oh,
Daisy's not like chopped liver. I've always petted Daisy.
yeah, but you let Harley off in your lap and you hug him and you rub him. And he's like, oh, you little cutie, you just a little cutie thing, ain't you? Daisy's like,
Well, that's because Harley is lovey.
Yeah, but if
I've
he,
been here for like 14 years.
she ain't worried about him making a mistake, I haven't changed it.
And then that's still Harley like rakes her with them little like alien talons he's got on her bare leg.
He scrapes my legs.
Digs some skin out and then she's like, ow! Yeah.
That's Bevan, he got the dragon
Yeah,
nails.
that came from socks 2 days ago.
Yeah. That's a beautiful sight, honey.
Yeah.
God knows. Cause she's gotten to a point where she's gotten so heavy with her weight, she can't jump over the fence to get in there to use the bathroom, so we have to pick her up every night, put her in.
Well, we got a different litter box and we put it out, so, you know.
We don't have to do that as often, but,
She's got too fat to jump over the guard.
yeah, she's gotten too fat, so, but she's not the type
We're on
of
a
cat,
diet now.
she's not the type of cat that you pick up. Gimp will fall like into your arms and you can move him, twist him around, however you want to, it doesn't matter.
Paris takes them and flips them and does all kind of stuff and gives just.
But Sock, she picked her up, and she's like freaking. I mean, it's like you're burning her with a knife or something. You pick her up, she makes this high pitched squeal. She's like, yeah, and she starts scrambling, and then you know
they don't have
that's what I got from
French
her scrambling the other night was for me to put her in the damn thing.
It's like Tom's cat.
Dug her into my what's that
Gray
skunk
cat thing? No, yeah, it's the gray shaggy,
It's
Mine is
not
taken.
it's not Lorelei, it's anyway, I don't ever mess with the cat because it's been declawed, but it's still got teeth, like the eaglet. So,
Yeah.
and it's something about Tom's, like Lorelei's nice, but she never comes out.
No, she's sort of shy.
And this other one Tom's got's like,
all over the place.
looks like a
Goodies.
I thought you
So,
might like that.
I don't mess with the cat, because sometimes I've tried to pet it, it's one of those cats where
Well, I
it'll
will.
look up at you, and then you go to pet it, and it'll be like, you know, it start like biting you and like hissing at
She's
you.
got her mother's got a cat like that I experienced.
So I don't touch the cat.
Okay,
Well,
Oz,
so
put them on,
we're-
put them on.
What?
Huh. So we're over there,
Let's see you put them on.
hold on,
What is it? What are they?
suspenders.
Suspenders?
About that time.
So we're over there, you talk about your hands.
It's suspended. Come on,
Video,
come on.
He's gonna wear them for the video, it's a camera.
Put it on, put it on. Larry King.
No, that's gonna help. Larry
He has
King.
some image of Larry King with
That's somebody that admire a 108-year-old Jewish guy on TV.
He's famous for his suspenders.
Yeah.
These are work suspenders.
Well, what did you get those off of? Stupid.com?
Come on.
I don't know, but stupid not me ain't gonna wear it.
Oh, come on, Ozzy.
Come on.
Yes, for. Now we're killing you.
Okay,
No,
what's
but-
worse, suspenders or the mama card?
Come on.
Put them on,
Stand
Ozzy,
up,
what the
you
hell?
gotta put them on.
You only live once, get up
Look,
there
get
and
your
play.
mouse ears before you can put on
She'll help you put
suspenders.
them on.
You gotta be able to get up first.
Turn around.
Turn around.
It goes that way.
Actually, Ozzy, it's not Actually, it's not suspenders, Ozzy.
That's pretty good, huh?
Actually, Ozzy, it's like,
I'm gonna buy that shit for 3 months.
what it is it's only half of a parachute. She'll give you the actual chute. So don't jump out of the plane till you get the other half.
Yeah, we're very.
Let's see.
No, but so we go over there and Tony Corello's over there. You
Trying to
know,
figure out how to work 'em.
he's an ass.
Yeah.
So we go to leave and Tom's got Han. And Tom's like, oh Han, and he's like, oh hey Han, hey, and he's rubbing her. And Corello goes to pet the cat, and the cat, you know, but Corello's like, you know, like rub its head or something, and the cat's like, and Corello's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. he's like, oh yeah, you wanna? He's like, says something stupid like, oh well, I'm gonna pet you. And he goes, and he tries to force the cat. The cat's like, he runs like, ow, and the blood's dripping out of his fingers. And he's like, that cat bit me. It bit
Come
me.
on, I go,
I'm like, the damn cat.
Yeah.
It told you it was gonna eat you alive. And then you
There
tried
you
to
go,
touch
Ozzy.
I'm like you, Sean, it looks like half of the.
it. There's a
But
bungee
look, your
cord.
pants stay up, don't they?
It looks
You
like.
want
half
me
the
while I
parachute.
go and like, yep. Oh, Tom.
Yeah, but. I don't. Okay,
Ozzy, why don't you wear them and see how they work?
I've never quite seen anyone wearing.
Hey, well, I'm over this damn shirt.
You need to wear them under the shirt.
Yes, you put them under your shirt.
Yeah, under, that's it.
Then that way nobody knows that you're wearing them.
But not a
you
white
know?
shirt, because they're red with blue bright green.
Yeah, they're undershirt suspenders, that's why they look so strange you have them on over your shirt.
Yeah.
Actually, they don't really look that strange, even over
Can
there.
I look strange,
Yeah.
Pat? People wear suspenders over
You
top of
tell
the
the
shirt.
damn truth.
Do you know the
Yeah,
only
big
person
guy.
I know that wears anything like that is Tracy.
From the mouths of babes,
Oh, God.
he's not that he's a baby.
Yeah, well, Paris ain't gonna.
Anybody that I know that's got a big belly is a candidate for suspenders.
Jason,
Okay?
Their pants
I ain't
down.
there yet.
come on.
Excuse me,
Usually somebody wears pants.
jerk.
Yeah, you kill him in one of them now. Don't it?
No, but Corello, he was like, it's like the cat did something, Corello resented that the cat wouldn't let him touch. You know, the cat's only got like, I don't know, 500 times your reaction speed or something. Yeah. So Corello, like little pudgy, middle-aged dude, he's gonna like outsmart the cat, right? He's like, oh, you lock him. He's like, the cat's like, I mean, the cat must have bit him like 5 times in 2 seconds.
No, it was it hurts.
Me and Ruth were leaving and we were just like.
Enough.
Yeah, we're not looking at that.
These are the
No, 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 no.
Come here, Harley. 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 Come here. Come here.
Alright, quit, that's enough, that's enough. Peace. Something happened.
Already said you're gonna tell me.
Oh, our dogs would be going off.
Yeah, he's getting something so right, I can tell.
Don't tickle me.
Okay. Is that it for you all? Now, Paris, you got one, you got one, I got one.
Yeah, I got one more too.
Oh, you got one? Cool.
Oh, no, it's funny, all I gotta do is smack her once the dogs start going off. The present that almost never made it.
President that almost never made it.
Yeah, the present that almost never made it.
Oh yeah, that is a good one, I'm glad I got here.
Did you get rid of it? Girl, read the book.
It's one of those things that you never knew you needed, you never knew you needed until you see it, and you think, yeah, I need it.
Oh, those are adorable. Yeah.
Spaceship.
Spaceships. What is it with these two guys that can't look at earrings and tell what they really are?
Let me see.
You already see them, yeah?
They're reading, but that's what she said they are,
It's an alien.
but I agree, they look like flying saucers with little square like crates hanging under them.
They're
Neither
very
one of them,
cute.
neither one of them can tell what they are.
The little black
Good.
alien, I know what the eyes are.
Copper and silver and gold. Yeah, they're cute.
Converts your DC power in your car to AC, so you can power up like AC devices that have chargers.
Yeah. So you don't never,
And the poster.
You don't
You
never
have to have 12 volt.
you don't never need a car charger again for anything you own.
Right. This plugs into the car charger, and then you can plug
Look, here's what
mobile
you do,
chargers into it.
here's what you do, Jay.
Tomorrow, where
This is
one
what I
goes
do.
and one ain't.
You get a little 6-outlet power strip,
Aggressive.
and you leave that in the car and the strip in the back, and then when you go places on a trip, y'all go, you got a power strip with 6 wall outlets in it. You can plug in like 6 cell phones, iPods, everything, charge them all while you're riding down the road. You ain't got to have no adapters or nothing. That's
So like
$170.
we could charge both of our phones at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We just
Without
use,
without
we use the
special
car
charger.
chargers from the house. We take the car chargers in the house and put them in the car. The PSP chargers that we have for the house. in the car.
No, you use the regular wall adapter chargers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AC wall chargers that we use.
It's also got a
What do you
USB.
mean, like my phone charger that I have in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That, it creates an AC wall outlet in your car for your battery.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
I got one, it's a power inverter, I run my laptop on it when we travel. That's 175 watts,
Yeah.
which will run a laptop. It'll run some portable, like, things like portable tools, but
I think
the
this
thing is if you go above like 175 watts, they got one to do like up to 1,000 watts, you're supposed to, wire it directly from the battery terminal, like Jack's got one in the back of his truck.
Yeah.
And he's got wires from the battery
Of course,
terminal,
Jason said take them 5.
because the wiring in the lighter
Taking
adapter
sixes
is
out.
not,
Yeah,
it's not enough to handle
Look at the
what so
LCD
much,
came out too.
so much juice.
He's like, well, no.
But look, it's got a USB, thing on it too for.
Yeah, I did, and that's,
Yeah,
they
plug
keep
in
up with
like
that stuff, I go.
iPods.
Like if he had an iPod and you didn't wanna bring a power strip, he can plug his iPod right to USB and it'll trickle power to it.
Come on, fat legs. No.
Yeah, that's cool as hell. Thank
So
you.
you should just leave it in the car all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enough. Enough, Bucky. Quit freaking tickling me. Enough. Stop tickling me.
Emptying out your own book.
Okay. Now, what color are those? 'Cause I'm like, mine is crap.
Black, or dirty gold, dark purple.
Pick a color.
It's supposed to be black diamond. See?
Those, yeah, those things they were black, but I didn't know, you know what I mean?
Cool.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Alright, we'll take these out.
Dark chocolate.
And then s'mores.
Go Kiki.
See, and we got a little bit of weight, you know, she's got a little bit of weight on.
This syrup is additional. Yes, and I like salt.
I know, you can use them.
Yes.
So Ozzy, take your Garmin and operate it somewhere over here. See how easy it is to operate? The Garmin.
Wow.
Don't you know the address of somebody somewhere? Philip Swain? Get the route to Philip Swain from
I
here.
didn't know you go there.
Right.
How's it operated in here?
You just touch the screen. Doesn't go and touch the screen.
Didn't even know they had that.
Got a power button.
That's for me.
It ain't gotta be hooked to the car. You can take it out of the car and unplug it from the charger and you can walk. You can put it in a boat and find a place on the water with it if you want. It works anywhere. It's an handheld GPS, that's what it is. Just because it's typically used for a car doesn't mean you have to use it for a car.
What, you gone?
Yeah, it's a handheld GPS. You take it out of the car and go find a plot of land that you know existed X longitude and Y latitude, you know?
You can't never let Daisy P know when I'm going.
Yeah, you ain't got, just because it's a car
Wow.
GPS doesn't mean you have to use it in a car. I mean, mine I have to because it's part of the head unit, I can't take it out. But that you don't, you can take it out and go anywhere. You can carry it on a boat, use it to get around in a boat, find a way back to land, whatever.
They have like half a dozen each one,
That, some of the plugs you won't need, like the USB one, because you don't have a computer in your house yet, so we gotta migrate past that point at some point.
You get it. He needs Linux if he ever gets one, so it can't be hurt. You know what he needs? He needs Google Chromium, which is a Linux web-only OS.
Power buttons on
You
top.
boot it up and you
flip it.
can't, it just
So
opens
it's
the
like
web
a
browser.
slide
That's
power
all
button.
it is.
Slide it one way or the other and
You have
it'll
to pay
cut
for
off.
it?
They don't stay locked.
But you can't do anything except, everything's inside the web browser, so you log into the internet and then you can access the web, but you can't run desktop apps outside the web browser. So it's like online only.
Look, so we help him with that. I told him to look up Philip Swain's address.
So
I mean, don't run it for him, let him do all the button pressing.
Let some forest kids grab.
Tell him, you know,
well, on mine, you gotta put the antenna up, but I guess this one's got an integrated antenna.
yeah, it does. Just,
Yeah, just hit where to.
Yeah, they're pretty easy, I mean, if it's anything like.
I mean, it's important that he's the only one operating it, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Do an address,
You tell us the address.
spell,
There was another book that I was looking
spell
at,
city.
but I didn't know if you had that stuff before.
shit, spell city, put in, what city is spelled live in.
Tampa, I know you like the paranormal, kind of Romeo and stuff too. Yeah.
That hit,
We'll go with this one.
never get done. Hit search all city,
Try to find a necklace here.
now get house number.
Is it pretty? Well, I know you like to match, you know.
Yeah.
Then
They
hit
didn't
done.
match it really, I mean, they had like.
That
the
street
colors
thing.
bigger, but I didn't think that.
It's streets,
And
one-
they had a whole bunch of colored stuff.
The forest hill drive.
He's good.
Which is definitely works for me. Yeah.
Then hit done. They can figure it out, you ain't gotta spell it all out.
Plus, they kind of remind me of, the stuff that, Dolores makes. You look at-
Let's see.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know,
Yeah, it does.
they kind of look like they're, you know.
10837 Maws Drive. Goodness,
Did you send him a card? I did.
yeah,
Yeah,
so not on yesterday,
Oh, Laura came in, Laura.
that's what
I sent John and, Hannah one. John Harold, John and, Hannah. But I would really want to go down and see one. You should stop by there.
Forest Hills.
Forest Hill Drive.
There's a space one, but. Drive. It's incremental search, so as you're typing in, find matches that are already there.
Friendly, will that give you like, drive time and estimated?
You do all of that. That's all it does unless it's,
Accident hit on. City. Oh, I'm just searching inside North Carolina.
Okay, because they're stressed out. That, I've got a win tape and I got a Blu-ray player so you can see a win. That'll make them happy.
I tried to get the DVD of course when I get home.
So what
Don't
is
worry
it?
about it, I'll just tell them to use
This
this.
is Tampa.
Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
10837.
Yeah.
You don't know, you just bought, huh? Thinking you wouldn't have taken it.
No, I didn't see what he was doing.
Shit, ours ain't fast.
You always love it, right?
Down there about tomorrow night.
Hey, Kate, Louise, I hope you're not running all over the world trying to find a Blu-ray player. Austin gave you one for Christmas that you're working on. He also gave us videos of your wedding. Tomorrow night, if you're in the house, you can show pictures of your
Forest
wedding,
Hills.
if you wish. I thought that would be good news for you on this Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
They have a
She's
thing.
moving house on Christmas night.
Yeah, looks like they're going over to, I guess, her son's house and then his son's house, and then they're having a bunch of people over at their house.
Tomorrow morning they have practice.
Keeps wanting to search in NC for some reason. And you do?
Dinner.
Huh? I keep getting NC cities only, I don't get.
Did you put,
It's good.
we got a
I
place
haven't
with the
done
zip
any
code?
searching on something that works.
Well, this is select, here's the problem.
Is he cooking all
It
that?
says select city in North Carolina, United States. Then it's got spells, oh, okay, here it is, change state, okay. So you spell state, that's what, you gotta go back to the beginning, I was like, you gotta hit Florida first. That's what it was, you gotta hit Florida. So you hit F and it'll give you Florida, which of course the idea is to do straight drive.
And we do it before you start, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, the coolest thing about GPS ain't even really this, really the coolest thing is just to
Before
have
they
it up while
drive.
you're driving and see
Yeah, before
everything.
they can
I see road names
Like,
and
'cause
stuff
then,
like
you
that.
know, a lot of times I didn't know where roads were, they came out and you just see what they are on there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's, to me, that's even just as good as the,
he keeps,
Off that road on it.
yeah, he'll keep his on the car
Probably.
most of the time.
And eventually they're gonna probably, come up with GPSs that, use the Google Maps.
oh yeah, Google is, they announced they're doing all that for free, Garmin stock one.
Really?
stopping now, like
They're gonna come out with
30%.
GPS that use Google Maps. I went on Google Earth, and they actually got like real shot pictures going down Tolles Creek Road, like every single flip that you're
We
going.
got it on our website, it's called like Street View.
Yeah, I'm like,
They
holy
send
crap.
cars out with cameras and they map the whole road.
Yeah. I mean, you know, real deal. It's not a little 3D crappy image. It's actual the road.
Yeah, and you can move the image on
Alright,
your
so
computer.
there it is.
Like
I'll
if
see
you're at
that
an
first.
intersection, usually you can move it, you can see the whole intersection.
There's how you get to Phillips.
Those are pretty neat. I like going online
That's
sometimes,
why I
and pull
got
up some places like
a
over in
BlackBerry
China,
with
and
real
I know some
buttons,
China,
and
and
I'll
you
touch
can
screen,
zoom
but I
down
can't
to the
use
satellites
it.
and see
Yeah,
like the
you
area
try to
around
get your
it.
car not with speed.
Oh yeah, cause you can see like the pyramids and, you know, the
Just
Eiffel
measures
Tower,
the
the
measures
Wall
your
of
distance.
China.
Travel.
It measures the amount of distance you
He's
move in a
not playing
period of
that
time,
one,
and it does
you
the
know,
math.
just picking random locations and, you know.
So if
can
you
zoom in.
left,
You can start out real big and then zoom in and zoom in
And
and
you
zoom
can
in.
change your car, your little image of your car on there, Ozzy.
I know I'm going
You can change it to a
somewhere,
tank if you
where I
want
need
to.
be, like, say I need to go to this museum or something, and I
But
can
if you're driving your truck, that's pretty
look at
similar.
what's around, so I know when I get there, I know I'm there.
Yeah, like is there a Taco Bell or,
Right.
you know what I mean, you know, Barnes and Nobles, whatever, some
Something.
landmarks.
why doesn't it give him a recent selections like,
Cause that's
Mine
his
does.
most recent selection.
no, mine when you hit favorites, it says recent selections.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got a separate thing is what it is, he's got a recently found, that's why.
Yeah, it's a different model, man. It's a 755 series.
Right.
yeah.
So
They
like
all-
right
they all
here-
have it, it's just different
So
wording.
right here, Ozzy, it tells you if you left here now, you will get to Phillips at 9:56 in the morning.
That's not bad time.
So it tells you how to go.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's funny sometimes the way it says the names of roads.
That's why I selected the Australian girl, Karen, because she's the most clearest. From what everybody says in the reviews, that Karen's the best sounding voice, the most clearest and easiest to understand.
Have you got this
Well,
carrot?
anything but a Mexican or a black person.
Yeah, I didn't want to risk any of the other ones, I think Karen was Australian.
Yeah, like they don't have Mexicans or black people down there.
If you had some samples.
Every time I call DirecTV, I get
We'd
a
be like,
He's very,
Anyway,
he's very articulate.
Mexican on there, I tell them,
I was
Yeah.
like,
somebody speaks English.
Obama's
I think
articulate.
you should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if he
one of
called
those.
you up on the phone, you'd probably think he was a white guy.
He's also not American.
Well, that does still wouldn't mean that he's American. He's halfway or not.
He was smuggled in to take over.
Folks that told me months ago, they already found the approval.
That he was born in, Kenya or
All right.
something like that.
How's their address?
Oh,
I was like,
This time you do it, so Sean do it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was born in Austria, but I'd vote for him for president tomorrow.
yes, I would.
I don't even care about that crap, who was born in America, they need to do away with that. Hardly anybody's gonna be born in America eventually.
I think we got plenty of kids over here.
Well, shoot, half of them immigrate, you know, they come over here pregnant so their kids can be born in America, so they
I
can.
say I voted
Stay
for
here.
Schwarzenegger, but California's a basket case, but that ain't his fault.
Oh, yeah, that's not a card swipe touch screen, Ozzy, you don't gotta push it like you're trying to
But y'all are
smash
my-
a, 5-pound ball
Usually
into
they
it.
get on the towel with Jason said.
Oh, you just barely touch it, Ozzy. Registers keep.
Tell Jason to move his whatever, so the dog can sit.
She
She
just
goes on
peed.
the towel.
She wants.
She just peed, she's alright. She's especially, attached tonight, she was like up here hugging all on me.
Early in
No.
your feet.
14 years old, give me some respect.
Yeah, that's how old dog is?
Like 3,000 or something.
It's like 100, right? Almost 100.
Yeah, close enough.
She ain't got no joint problem, she still gets around, but she was feeling bad yesterday, she didn't want to do much. Dogs get older like that, they just have those days where they don't move a lot, they're just like, leave me the hell alone.
Let's put that box on, put that clip together, because I think you gotta put that clip together.
She's like,
Certain way.
yeah.
You know, Harley, he's like every day, he a brand new day,
Oh, yeah,
ready
he's a
to
kid.
run.
He's a
Baby youngin'.
Daisy's like, not today, leave me alone.
Keep messing with it, Ozzy. That's what I did to computers.
He's a
That's how I
baby.
learned.
Always.
Find your way to a address, you know.
Yeah, he's like, you know, what I mean, 3-year-old running around.
That's-
Jason's gonna come over
Jamie
and
said
drill
she
you
went
on
to
it.
the ABC store to
Be
get
like,
a
we
lucky
can.
party.
Alright, maggot, put in that address.
Mom, Lee's house. Oh, Southway, oh, he's his house. And she said, well, nothing to do but bring him over here. So we come over, he was like, he come back in, he come in and he told Sherry, he said, where's Lee? And
Think that's your house?
yeah, and Sherry said, I think she's in the office. He said, I'm gonna knock on the door. Here he comes, boom, 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 knocking on the door. He is a character. He said, he come out and he was like, can we get some birthday cake ice cream?
Oh yeah, it ain't hard to train the kids to ask for ice cream.
Uh-uh.
There you go, Ozzy and Dad, don't even matter if it changed on the road since you wired them apartments in Arizona Village. That thing will still find the way through here most of the time. Except when it doesn't, you get mad.
Power cable
You
plugs
just
on
gotta
the side
update it
of
every
that.
once in a while. I gotta update the GPS on my phone once in a while, but
It'd be
They
fun,
usually tell me
but
when
they
to
don't,
update
they
for
don't
it.
update the maps in a timely manner though. Like my GPS, I updated it the day I got it last year, and I took it on a trip a week later, and it didn't have none of that stuff. And windfall where they put through that new interstate bypass,
Not windfall around,
Windsor.
Windsor.
it still ain't in there.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It's like the damn road's been finished for like 5 years,
It ain't been that long.
or 3 years,
It ain't been that long.
2 years.
Maybe.
Well, they may have the update, it wasn't in there last year, so I know they lagged by at least about a year or 6 months, but. I'm just kidding, that one night, I was in Portsmouth and it sent me down a dead end, but it didn't, no,
I
they
think if
couldn't.
we'd been to Aunt Margaret's funeral, it was done.
see, I don't really have that many
Hey.
problems with mine. The only problem I ran into
Yes.
really was down in Florida, and that was on the turnpike.
Guess what I got for Christmas?
It took me to an exit that didn't have,
A
a
Blu-ray
booth.
player
You know, you had to have the pass to go through.
and 4.
Well, most of the problems I've had with it has been stuff like you're saying, most like that
So you
time it
have
sent me
the
a route
player
down that
tomorrow
one-way gated
and-
community road.
You can hook up, you can play with them all
And then
night.
it sent me to a dead end in Portsmouth where there used to be a bridge, but they've closed it off and taken the bridge out. The only time that well, I ain't say only time, no, one example where it took me to the wrong place was when I was going to your aunt's funeral, or your uncle's funeral.
If I had, you would just listen to me, you wouldn't have needed it, and you would
I've
not.
already told you.
There was one time that he was like completely across town and was lost.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I
So,
said, drive
so,
along
I will
park
see
lot.
y'all
If
tomorrow
you-
afternoon.
Right, you go to the stoplight and you take a left.
I
You
know,
see
but I
a
don't
food
like
line
all
on
that.
the left and a cemetery's right past the food line. What does he do? He puts it in his bottom and he ends up going down to the right.
Yeah, it took me like 3 miles the wrong way, and it
South
said I
Street
was
is
at the
back here.
cemetery, but it was like, it was not even close.
Yeah.
That was the only time I know it was really,
Just
really,
listen
really
to
wrong.
me, But.
Cause usually other stuff is a little off, like sometimes a little, you know,
Roof,
but that was off.
And
I
that's your,
know, but there's like a million
That's your
cars
compass
there,
too,
and I was
Alan.
kinda,
you don't need to use that mechanical
Well, mine,
thing.
it's like sometimes, you know, you hit the location like our house, you know, I can pull up to my house and it'll say, you know, do a U-turn, and it's like, it claims my house is actually like a little bit closer to the street than it really, you know.
or last night it was making me mad, cause I was,
Speed on your way.
Tuesday night,
Why does it have, what?
Use of speed 9.2 miles, then turn right on North Carolina 168.
Shoot, how come I can't get into Australia and check on mine?
then, the other night I was trying to get back from Virginia Beach, and I went the back way I always go.
I'm sure it don't update.
And they had
Ozzy
closed
until it
North
actually-
Landon Bridge for some
I
reason,
thought they
I don't know why, ice or
I
something.
put you in my address.
And when you come that back way,
Yeah,
it's
so
like
it's telling
only
you to
one
go
way to
2
get
miles
through
now.
at a certain
You take
point,
a
right,
right,
swamp.
300 feet, then make a
So
U-turn.
you know, it was getting kinda late and I had gas, but I just didn't wanna mess around trying to drive some back roads. I ain't real familiar with that way except just going one way. So I started going out of roads, I said, I'm gonna use the Garmin, and I got it out, and part of it was user error, I put in the wrong thing for my destination, but anyway, then I got it right. But what made me mad was, like, obviously the way to go would be the way I would normally go, because it's the only way to go. But the Garmin, all it kept doing for miles and miles was telling me to take a U-turn to go back down that closed road. It's like you had to get so far away from that road that finally it would map you out an alternate route. And I was like, I wish there was a button on it where you could say, that route is closed, give me an alternate right away, you know.
Well,
But, and it did eventually.
I don't know, I mean, I run it,
I just went back the other way I came from.
we ran into that one night, we were trying to get to, because Paris, we were looking into sending him to that student program where they send them overseas, and they get to travel, a little bit overseas. We were trying to go to a meeting one night that they had, and something
Where's
was
Point
going on,
Harbor
it was
Road at?
like some football game, some kind of stuff going on, but they had part of the, highway closed off. And they were like, okay, get on the highway. Well, we got on the highway and there was like some accident or something and we had to go through the tunnel. So we were like, okay, well, we can't go this way, we have to find another route, and it kept trying to throw us back that way, and it's, I mean, it would be nice if they would be able to update them, like
Or
as
if you-
things happen.
Just give you a button. They should just have a button on there, a menu option that you could say, this route is not available now, because obviously I don't expect them to know that the bridge collapsed up here just today and they've shut it down.
Yeah, but mine will update, but like driving mine, going through Ford and stuff like that, it
But
told me
you
if
got
there's a
traffic
traffic
zero.
accident.
See, I don't have traffic on mine.
Oh,
I don't have traffic, I just have
They
to.
put on this huge billboard up there about 5 years ago. Happened a lot, campground, go over the new bridge and take a left. Explain to us what that
They had
is.
another point.
What's that now?
I was like, that's crazy.
There's a big billboard up there a few years ago.
Oh.
So I said, to get to Happy Lodge Campground, go over the new bridge and take a left.
What's your, address?
Interesting to see how this run, but, that, just want to see that aggravate Harley, he's gonna flip out when that damn thing starts running.
Yeah, I know Bonnie's gonna flip their rotors, Bonnie won't care. But Bonnie, look, she starts to go off like a cat, she don't want a cat, and even on like,
Daisy realized, oh, I'm not on the couch, just leave it out here.
She's tired tonight or something, she's like, calm down, we're all still in here.
Well, she pops out at night.
Basically, it's
I know, but
treating you like
she
you're
must
going
just be
that
worn
way,
out from everybody being here.
because you're not moving, you're not in the vehicle moving.
Gosh, if you're 100 years old, it don't take a lot to kind of power you out.
Anyhow, this
well,
goes
that's like my
on the
grandfather, when we
windshield,
went down,
okay?
he was 94,
This is, this is
half an
little,
hour, he was like, I need a nap.
wherever you want.
And then last night, she was up there
Anyhow,
without me breathing real
suction
hard,
cup.
like she was really tired. She's like, she's just feeling bad or something.
Stick it up there on the windshield, get it secured, and just push that box into the windshield.
Yeah, Ozzy, those suction cups are really cool, they won't come off, you can like scale a skyscraper with them.
And then
Chargers,
chargers,
suspenders, and
this
parachutes.
plugs into your 12-volt source. And then that, put squeeze the side of that, take the clip out. Push it in and lock.
Keep the side of the side.
This,
Yeah, there you
just
go.
rests on top of this. Clips in.
We'll take so.
You don't think so?
There's probably some shit about it,
It clips in like that, and then you can move it so it adjusts
Is it tennis,
where
but
you
use
need
it?
to see it. You put it to the left of you, to the right of you.
Right in the center. Most people like usually have it like right.
Put it right in the center and then angle it like that if you want towards you. However you want to do it, make you easily see the screen. Then when you want to take it off, yeah, pretty neat. Squeeze that bottom button right there. See that button on the bottom here? Squeeze that and pull the top forward, rotate it out like that. Okay. And then you can push it back in.
See, See, that's a good example of that power inverter. Like say if you were on a trip, you had one of them and you had like cell phones jumping with you, you could bring your wall adapter from home, cause like my Garmin came with a regular AC charger.
Right.
And you can plug the AC charger into a strip and then still plug your phone and everything else in and then be charging your phone and everything without picking up your cigarette lighter. I mean, your cigarette lighter be tipped up, but you could be charging the Garmin, the phone, and
Yeah, you can charge more than one thing.
and the iPod and whatever, you probably run a coffee pot
I
where you run down.
mean, I don't even use my, my home charger for my phone, because I got a charger hooked up to the computer, so if I need to charge it, I just hook it up to the computer,
Yeah,
and it charges it to the other charger I have sitting in the room,
but that's like, the Blackberries have a USB charger that comes with them, like you talking about that one. And so with that inverter that we got Jason, I mean, you could carry your wall charger for a Blackberry, but you could also just carry your USB, but you got a USB.
Where's that at, you're going in?
Yep. All you need is an address.
USB one, you know, you don't have to use that on a regular basis, because when I gotta do anything on the phone to update or do different stuff, I'm still trying to figure out how to get, you know, switch over my stinking, address book to the card or whatever. I can't figure out how to do that, I just driving me nuts.
The USB cable's in here. It's like every few months. Let me know when you need, you know, when you want to, and I can take it and put it to the PC at home, because I already got software and everything,
Updated.
and updated, if you want it updated.
What was it, Windows only?
Windows, Mac,
Windows only.
Linux, all
It is Linux. Is it web, it's web-based?
Well, I mean, it's not web-based, but it's, you can download the software from Mark's website for all three of us.
Linux client. Linux. Good Linux. At work at least, it's in that.
And it's already registered in my name. If you have any problems with it, let me know, I can send it back. Already got it registered for 3 years, I think. Whatever, freaking wrong with
Is it warranted against habitat with jewel exposure?
it.
You call up Darby and say, yeah, I got a failed unit, here we go. Give me an idea what caused it? Could be smoke from
It's
about
got,
2.1 million habitat jewel cigars.
it's
Gonna
got,
cover that?
it's got 3D buildings, and the buildings are actually rendered how they look. So if you get to a building that looks kind of funky, like Empire State Building, it'll be on there.
What did they get that from, satellite maps?
I don't know.
Were they graffiti or academic state either?
It's got lane assist with junction view, Navtech lifetime traffic, you get lifetime traffic, alerts and stuff with it. You don't have to pay for that, so a lot of them have to pay for the service. Turn-by-turn directions with spoken street names, high sensitivity receivable and top fix.
Yeah, I know traffic alerts, that helps a lot.
It's got some,
I think it runs Linux. Yeah, it is, it's Linux, so that's Linux.
and you can go all the way out to a world map view, like you're going across country or something, you can see like the route you're taking all the way across all the states and stuff. Not that that's very helpful, but. So that's what the lane awareness looks like, you'll see that.
It's pretty neat.
Second picture. Where it actually shows the thing splitting off ahead, and you gotta be in this lane and whatever.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
that's I think that's kinda helpful, especially if you're in the
The second
city, you don't
picture
know.
now.
You have no idea what the lanes are like.
If there's a change coming up, it'll display the road on the bar. And
Hardly
then it'll tell you before you get to it, like a half a mile before you get to it, that you need to be in the next lane over, or 2 lanes to the right, or 3 lanes to the right. You know, so that you don't miss your lane splitting. Pretty cool. Yeah, they said that was the best one with lane viewing and all that. They said it was highest rated on Amazon.
Let's see if they got no Linux client. I gotta update mine too. I think I had a year's worth of subscription or whatever. It's out now, I got it a year ago. What's that one got, 3 years subscription? You said? Was that just one? It's just one.
It's got lifetime tracking.
Mine had, when she got that for me last year, mine had it had a coupon and I could get like 1 year of free map. You can still buy it updates even if it runs out.
Yeah, you can buy them, they're not that expensive, but I
It's
mean,
like $20.
right. They're not expensive, you just update them like once a year or something. But there was a model of the 755, not the T, the 755. I don't think once you just put it in your truck and just take it out of there and set it on property.
Are you feeling like Daisy there, Prince?
The 755, not the T version, but the 755 regular version doesn't have lane changing, and it has a pay service. You got to pay to get the updates after 70 years. That one is done the rest of your life. If that's 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, I don't know.
Sitting on the dog again.
Sit fire.
Look, sitting on her up. Woke her up. She's like, oh, she ain't even under the blanket.
It's like she's like, oh, she's really all droopy eyes. She's like,
Looks like Paris.
she went out and peed though. Harley went behind her and peed where she peed in this little side.
Something side.
Yeah. When he pees, he does one leg and then he lifts, he goes back and forth. It's like he pees this way, and then he rocks on with the other leg, he pees that way, like he's gotta do it both correct. He did
Just
that.
walk back and forth sometimes, you know.
He did that, the thing before.
One likes to get a wide berth.
So what are you hoping for Christmas, sir, Barry? Money?
You already got money? You got money you gave, that's what you asked for, you good. I take all the rest and send it on back.
I'll take this back up.
No, you can't take it back, you don't have a credit card for it, he does.
Who said I can't sell it?
It's funny looking at all your neighbors' wireless networks. People running like unsecured links. You know, they got a dude now that's put up he's got like a supercomputer cluster for cracking WPA2 passwords. I run unsecured in the house, but I don't have any system information on PCs unless somebody wants to learn how to play LWRI.
It's not really that.
You can it's like if you can do a packet capture and get like what they call a handshake, you can send it and it would take like normal PC, it would take like 5 years to crack it. And it's cluster, you just upload it, it's like a free site. It's like 40 minutes. Like at Southland we use Radius, which is not susceptible to that because it doesn't send the password over to air, the handshake, it's all done between the server and access point. But like here at home, I use WPA2 because, you know, I don't want a radio server on. But, you know, we have a VPN from here to there, so I mean, jackass. Always somebody messing with that stuff. But, you know, that's how stuff gets better, I guess. Let's see, Garmin. That would be pretty hot. Baby.
A player, though, you don't need to, it's cold weather, you don't need to leave it in the car an hour or two and then take it in the house, but get conversation, it might not work. I ain't doing it. That's why I put a Ziploc bag around the camera, something's cold. Cold air is around living at 80 degrees. put a car, take an hour ride somewhere, down the car heats up, you're right. Just leave it cold and then put it in the hot room.
Yeah.
But you still need to take that HDMI cable off the TV and have it put in the box too, where that gets the best picture. You're plugged in, there's that HD TV.
Box, another box.
In fact, you can plug it right in inside on that TV. On the front, that HDMI plug on the front, plug it in right there and watch it.
Well, they came out with a phone too, you know. It's a phone one, good.
Either the free TV, you
It
plug it in
says-
the HDMI on the front. Set the thing up, plug it in. Put it on HDMI 2 or 3 or whatever it is, watch it right there. It'd be even better than what you're saying.
For your versions?
1080p.
For the GPSs.
Yours is 1080i, which is.
Like you pick either the phone or the GPS, and then it tries to detect what you're running.
Yeah, but that's, doesn't depend on what long number wrong is that?
It
You're,
didn't ask me.
you're
It
talking
just
about a
had
happy
all the
person.
GPSs
Measles,
together.
that giraffe in her
It
house.
says all other devices, which is everything except the phone.
She got me.
When you click it, it detects the browser and the OS. And I'm running Firefox
Her
3.5,
grass.
but it says that even though you only need Firefox 1.5 or greater, it says that it's not compatible, which means it's not recognizing Linux.
The tags I put in there.
Well, I was just curious,
It's like it was
because
brand new.
it'd be pretty cool if somebody was
I
making
thought
it.
maybe
Back
it's
to have a
someone else
cold
looking at
water
it.
creek gift bag. I put it inside
It
the
don't
bag.
matter. I'd do it for Windows too, but I just,
Bird seed feathers in there.
I'm trying to use Linux. I
Like
don't
what
know.
the, box wrap.
I just forgot how Windows
Box
is.
wrap, yeah.
Where's they supposed to get married? Are they getting married tomorrow?
She said she grabbed her phone and she called her and she said, I just got my wedding dress. She was so excited.
Who's that?
Hey, some of the dress I wore to the wedding.
She's getting married?
So who?
Hazel, Biggs, Bill, whoever.
How many names?
She had 4 husbands, so I don't know.
Biggs, Bell.
She was a Biggs, she was something else, she was something else, and the last one, she was a Bale. Now she got a Bale, but she's gonna be something else, so I don't know, something wrong. He's a nice guy, though. Hazel's 70, she's got a lot of miles on her. A lot of miles, a lot of husbands. A lot of marriages. She was so excited. She feels so light at Eddie here. He was at the house next door. One night, I said, what in the world's wrong with you? She was expecting it, but she wasn't expecting it.
It can lower and raise, so it'll go when the counter comes out, and it'll start to wedge itself, and it'll like lower down and back out a little.
Oh, you've already used your vacuum?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, this is impressive how it moves.
Yeah. My mom said just make sure that you've got everything cleaned up off the floor, otherwise it'll suck it up.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to, yeah.
And it's weird too, because it,
And make sure your socks ain't sleeping on the floor.
well, it's weird because it'll suck up some stuff, and then some stuff you think it'll pick up and won't get. It's like it pushes, what it'll do is it'll collect lint, dog hair along the front of it as it goes. And it'll get like the rug and it'll go over the edge, and that stuff will get left behind where it, it's gonna push it up, and you can't grab it all. But if you let it run for an hour and it kept going over there, when you get it back up, I don't know. I ain't got time to run.
Well, I figure we'll probably, the next time for us to probably do it is when we go to work from the dogs or in the cage, like pick up all their toys and stuff and get all the, everything on the board.
I wouldn't leave and let it run, I tell you that. Huh? Now it's there. It's not, you have to tell it. You have to hit the button to tell it to come out. No. I mean, maybe it can, but not the way it's set for ours. You can tell it to park itself, you can hit the dock button, and it'll do a little more clean.
I mean, I can't see it. Do a lot of damage there.
Well, if you were sure there was nothing to get at, that would be all right. But if it can't get enough for one, I know he got back there under the behind the couch and he got cables and wires and it's not so smart, I mean, like it avoids some things like you see the solid surface and then just slam into it and like kind of slows down or approaches. But things like the dog bowl and stuff, so we're talking about like it's not smart enough to know that the dog bowl is not anchored. So it kind of runs into it and it sloshes the water and then it pushes it and then it figures out that there's something there and it kind of slows. So it's just kind of clumsy with things that it, spill or knock the side of wires and
Yeah, but
things.
if it works, it's supposed to, or it's smarter to go, to realize that that stuff's all there. No, you're looking at my computer.
Later tonight.
Later we can watch it, but I want my computer looked up.
That's not like it is at night, not during the day.
Yeah, nighttime,
Most of that.
well, we can see it tonight, but I still want my computer looked up.
Yeah.
I wanna see Harry Potter. That was your fault. How was it not your fault? You just said, no, I wanna watch the movie.
What guy boy?
There's plenty of guys that would. Exactly. You got one here, one over there, one there.
Watch a movie while you were there. You can
We'll be
multitask.
here until the 3rd. We got plenty of time. Watch the movie, take your shopping. Is that the one your brother walked in the room?
See, that's why we have the eyes of that one goes this way, one goes that way.
Merry Christmas, Ozzy. We're done with our gift for Christmas.
No, but on the Christmas present. Oh no, here's your Christmas present, give it back. Just shows up every night for work, for reasons and stuff. Yeah.
Lock the bathroom and get taken. Shower.
GPS, I swear to.
What are you gonna peek?
They make them better and better.
Then we got problems.
The cool thing about it is that when you update it on the computer, and it gets better, it's all software driven, so it's just gonna get better and better, even if it's the same thing. It's not like you gotta go out and buy this computer.
That's not good.
So fast.
Yeah, but I don't.
Really limited about the software driven, but that can certainly be done.
Hey, if you like it, choose it.
On Seabird.
Beautiful guitar, but it looks like it's-
It's a learning program that works around you, not the other way around. And right now you can try it
Y'all want some?
free and try Maws installed for free by calling 1-800-335-1656. 1-800-335-1656. For free. 1-800-335-1656.
Well, yours is different. Mine says, mine's like, page location, recent selection. Yours, well, it says, places found or something. So yours, you did that. Yours, you did favor, it doesn't show you places. It doesn't map. Well, that's the only hope to stay ahead of the news list. And stuff like that. Google image
Yeah, it'll be just like high video cars.
It's like this right here.
But the people that want to pay for the higher quality stuff, that's what we get.
This guy that put it in is what I ain't never used to.
You're welcome. You got your tree up?
I didn't plug it
Ain't plugged in. Keep it about.
in. I just had to plug it, but I didn't plug it this year.
Alright.
I'm fine. Hasn't been,
Merry Christmas, Bill.
I'm not pulling to my,
Merry Christmas.
that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see what? That's what sugar does. Why do you need signage right
I figured he'd be on in here shortly.
He doesn't
Oh,
approve.
what, about about an hour ago, he said he sent his son. He said
now?
this
That's what I'm saying, make sure those people make another Christmas here.
Yeah, I was on my button. It's too low. Big names.
we're having any trouble seeing anything. Yeah, grabbing that one.
I don't grab much as night. The deal with a little problem with fire. One thing I ain't used to. I get along.
How you doing, bud?
Pretty good, man.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Wow.
Right? Glad to see you doing better, buddy.
You too, Jess. I appreciate it.
You guys should check, man. You don't want to leave here real quick or nothing on us.
Check out on.
Hold that. Stay around for a lot of years.
First county.
Walking inside the room.
You want all of them, where's your son? There, I'll give him the curve to the truck, put him back in truck, please. Just a minute, Brian, I'll be right back. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, he's, Lord have mercy, I'm running my mouth, you take the pictures. Excuse me, let me get back.
I'm always taking them or recording or doing something.
Somebody's calling you, ain't it? Your phone's ringing.
Unless somebody changes the phone.
Somebody's being something doing one of the pocket ones.
Somebody's. Yeah, go home and shoot a few ducks.
Try to work on your score there. So the youngins can't beat you. That Claire, she thought that was so much.
Yeah.
I said all the, you know, all the technology and the Atari and everything, you call it something like that, that was grand when we were,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I could just see us getting something like that when we were 5, 6 years old. I would have thought we would.
The batteries wouldn't have a chance.
We got something like that.
Yeah, I think there's more than you.
I got to give Brian that.
Good, lunch, good, dinner.
Thank you. Come on, Brian.
Plastic stick with a cup on it.
Yeah, but we got something like that one Christmas, we had a plastic cover.
Yeah.
Shoot, ding. That long, roll down in the thing, little arcade. We got something like that one. I tell you the truth, for some reason, those things we can come to my mind, so I think we should ball to us for Christmas or something.
Probably the same.
Spent a lot of hours laying on the floor trying to shoot that. Put the ball into the dam and get the tree Christmas. You know, all this technology is like awesome. Magic. Still, you bring out a little old fashioned game like that.
I don't have no idea where that comes from. Santa Claus is all over. Surprised me.
The roof would start leaking, so my dad would drive a horse truck in the house and it would go over the living room. Or the cat would climb up the Christmas tree and fall over, and my mom would be freaking out trying to get it looking perfect again by Christmas Eve. And it just was such a fun way to grow up because it was never stagnant. It was always different. It was always changing. It was always crazy and interesting and wild. And I love the way
Bobby Harris, Marguerite.
that my parents raised me and the place where they raised me, you know, it was 10-acre farm where I could run around and play in the mud. You know, it was really fun.
Sounds like a lot of love.
Did you see that Kenny Rogers Christmas special? I caught like 2 minutes of it. No. Really? I heard that song. Ray, I turned on TV the other night, and like 2 minutes.
Got to be in the
was-
60s.
60s. I saw like 2 minutes of specials going on Kenny Rogers' Christmas with his family and all, and he looked like he was 80 years old.
I don't know.
He looked like
You can look it up on the computer.
I know, I'll look it up. But I was like, how old is that man? It seems like just yesterday. Age creeps up on us.
Golden Cup Club from back in the day. Oh, 8 miles high.
Yeah. 8 miles high.
Yeah. Cut my mind on that piece of sky. Sonny Rogers. Way back in the early 60s we were here. All right, take that green cooler. I'm gonna leave that table just a half. It's just so
Okay,
back.
you're the musical specialist. How old is Kenny Rogers?
I don't know, probably 60s or
He's an old looking 60. Okay, the next question is, what was his first hot song? What made him hot?
back with the first edition.
Huh?
Back with the first edition.
Yep, first edition.
What was the song? Calvin Race is something about 8 miles high.
Cut my mind on a jagged piece of sky.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
Find my mind slipping right up a ball or something.
I was
Cut my mind.
something about, let's see what position my position was in.
We got all that together here.
How old is Kenny Rogers? 80? I'll say he's 80. He looks 80. 78. 79.
We're gonna take the dogs, let's sit down and put them up.
Yo, don't video cam me. I'm camera shy. Obama's gonna come hunt you. He's gonna be sleeping in your bedroom tonight.
Oh, is it? Oh, you got a camera?
Yeah, he was gonna take the dogs.
Bill wants us to go around the other way.
Okay. The pet, which one?
Why are you taping me
Say
off?
cheese.
Merry Christmas, Ozzy.
Oh, wow.
Cigar.
Bring it on in, Jason. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, get on, get on. No, no. Wait. Sit.
You need some boxes?
Y'all be good. Okay. Okay. Speak.
Good boy. Good boy. Come on, come on, Lay. Lay. Lay, let's get the ball. Lay. 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 No. 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 Lay. No. No. That's my monsters.
Yep.
No, what?
Huh?
Out of what? Oh, metal?
Out of bullet material.
I tell you what he did. He custom loaded them for that Top Gun up there.
Yeah, to custom fit that gun.
And there's a guy on a computer that does it for $500 a gun in Colorado.
Yep.
Well, they say it's easier to get a gun than it is to get ammunition.
See that there, Jimmy, those are Teflon coated copper bullets. Teflon coated. With a plastic ballistic tip on the end. So when it hits its target, the plastic breaks off and then it mushrooms. And does the damage.
It'll go in as big as a pencil. It'll go in as big as a pencil. And usually come out as big as your fist.
Yeah. It does a lot of damage. They're badass bullets though.
And that's a 225 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, you get inside of 100 yards, you ain't gonna have shit left on the other side. That's about, probably close to about 4,500 foot-pounds of torque, or pressure.
Who was that out there?
I don't know. I did too.
That's nice here today.
Yeah.
Real nice. I like the rustic look to it and everything. It's cool. Well, you got all the pines, just standard pine, you know.
Makes you think like you're in a log cabin or something, you know?
A filler you gotta use in between the logs to seal it from the weather.
And plus getting somebody to do it right.
Yeah, that takes a
you
lot
know,
too.
The siding is the way to go.
But the kits aren't really that the kits aren't really that expensive. I mean, you can get a whole big ass log cabin kit for like a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, kitchen, living room, dining room, and a carport. You can get all that for about $100,000 or less. But it's the construction that costs a lot.
Alright, we'll come out from that. Super 6, 25% off all of them. And it's like, that's just a regular house with the logs out. Hello? Well, not with John, not with Rocco out. Yeah, they jump up on them though. Alright. Get him in if you can, bye. Sit down, Skippy.
See over there?
Yeah, it'd probably be cheaper to go that way anyways.
Oh, Nancy, it'd be cheaper and better too.
Yeah.
I mean, them log houses, they're nice, but they're a pain. And this way here,
Yeah, they're really inefficient,
yeah, I mean,
unless they're built correctly.
Well, this
they
way
put-
you've got the look of it, you know.
yeah, I mean, you just put you up some of that thin insulation. I mean, they got insulation that thin, you know. Put that up.
Little styrofoam insulation.
Look, real thin styrofoam sheet you put up, and then just go over it with this. Voila, you got a log cabin.
And then if you did something like that on your house that you already had there, the house would be doubly insulated, so it'd be more efficient.
Yeah, I can take off the T11.
No, you go right
Leave-
over it.
Yeah, leave it right on
You
there.
go right over it.
I mean, I got some rotten places I gotta take out, I just seem to just take it all out.
Well, you
put
just
regular,
fix-
put regular plywood over top of it, and then
You fix the rotten places and go
Yeah.
over it. I mean, ain't no
And then
need
you'd
to.
have the extra insulation. It's like I knew somebody who lived up in South Dakota and they built a house, and instead of most houses that they have, the walls are like 6 inches, but they did their 12
Yeah.
and they did the double insulation. So pretty much when winter came, they didn't have high heating bills like most people did up there because they had the double insulation. And in the summer, same thing. You know, it was great. And the windows were nice because they had the windows sitting out at the end of the thing, so you had a nice windowsill so you could put stuff on there or what. You know what I mean? It really, really looked nice. They had built their own house, but oh yeah, if you could do something like that, it'd be great on your energy
Oh,
costs.
yeah. And insulation's where it's at. But Darryl, he insulated this thing, and he can't insulate now. From the top of the ceiling all the way down. So, you know, when it's 34 degrees, it's in there, it's about like this in there. So,
that's the one.
yeah, let somebody use it and they scratch the damn thing all up, but anyway.
Yeah, I saw that on the stop.
Yeah, I know, I mean,
Who the hell did that?
we won't even talk about that.
I used to take that 30-30 my stepfather had, walk down the old dirt road, the old track, shooting birds. Shoot a little goldfish about this big and blow him in 100 pieces. I said, this ain't no sport to this.
That's a rifle blade, that bitch kicks.
She kills on both ends.
Well, I believe it.
Hell,
She
right.
will. She'll kill what you're shooting at and down, or kill you.
She's rubber bullets.
Huh?
Rubber bullets.
Nah.
Plastic.
No, they kick back and
There's one,
stuff.
that's what Jason made them bullets for, that gun right there. When it comes out the end of the barrel.
What'd CL tell you?
What?
CL tell you that's not a hunting gun, that's a riding gun.
First time he came around, they said, "Cowboy, get your gun, we'll go riding." I laid that thing on the seat, he said, "Cowboy, that ain't no hunting gun, that's a riding looking at gun, ain't it?" Well, about a week later, I went and got him when he was living down here one morning. He said, "You got one?" I said, "Yeah, I killed 2 of them." We drug them out of the field. I said, "It don't do too bad for riding around looking at gun, does it?"
Yeah, and then you had that issue with the scope on it.
Damn, I missed a nice one with that damn.
I'm glad I figured that shit out there right off the bat before hunting season got real heavy into you because.
Oh, it was hunting season. It was darn the rut.
Yeah.
I missed that nice buck.
But you still they still sent you one pretty quick though, didn't they?
It was all over with that season.
Oh, was it?
And that scope was what? 5 years old. Never hit it or nothing. Just shot it so many times, shook it loose inside, sent the scope back. They sent me a brand new with no charge.
Nice.
Yeah. Broke the crosshairs inside. Because it kicks so bad. That's
I like
a hell
the
of a kick
saddles.
now. You can kick, if a gun can kick hard enough to break the crosshairs inside the scope, that's pretty good. She kicking pretty heavy.
Yeah, she go now. I've had people that had 7 mags and everything. She just said, "Damn, man." Oh, well.
So here's a picture of the kid on the horse over there.
That was my dad when he was He was young now.
You can tell us the whole picture.
Yeah.
That's the side you had on Foxy today. I rode. I mean,
Yeah.
Little
Little
Foxy,
Pine.
Little Pine. I still wish you wouldn't go with Little Pine.
Well, you ought to see her now. Glenn and I went a couple of months ago to see her. So the little guy, he don't have any kids, he's in the Navy. You know, what did he buy her 5, 6 years ago? And he kinda high up in the Navy, man. I said, what you been doing, Rob? He said, chasing them down pirates around.
Yeah, the damn fucking Somali.
Well, see, this was back 6 years ago before they came out on TV about pirates. And when he said that, I just kinda, oh, well, if you think you're after pirates, that's all right. Then they came out on TV a couple of years ago about the,
Somali, yeah.
but, he
The
didn't
Horn
go,
of Africa and all that bullshit.
he didn't go into it, so. But good God, she ought to see her now. She's just as damn wide as she is tall. Damn, she is something.
Thick ass quarter horse. She's a good riding horse though. She rode good that day. I know that. For being the first time she ever really been ridden anywhere.
Yeah.
She didn't bug up none on her. There you go, there's Appaloosa. Jay.
You ever seen this horse before? Right there?
That one?
Uh-uh. We love not.
She's seen it. She just don't know she is.
Is that one of the ones you had here before?
That's him out there right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's his name, his registered name.
Oh, okay.
Focus the Pride.
Well, that's, I looked at the name and I was like, I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's famous damn old. He nails it, he can be now.
Ooh, John.
Yeah. Me and Preston went to get John.
So how'd y'all get the name John for him?
Yeah, that's what the guy named him. He was up on the Tennessee border. Preston just got that damn dually, and I had the stock trailer.
Yeah, you told me about that coming out.
And here we are, we ride up there. Right before we get there, I said, hey man, we're gonna ride, what, 10 hours? I said, hey man, let's grab a motel or something. He said, bud, we're gonna do the turnaround today. I said, oh shit. We hadn't even got to the man's farm yet. We got there and loaded John up. When we pulled back in here, we'd spent 25 hours in that damn truck, non-stop. You boys want a drink? Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola? Do you want anything?
Thank you.
As long as I was spent was 19 hours taking them to Busch Gardens. Now they were closed, took them all the way to Luray County. They slept the whole damn way, the boat was in town. There wasn't a motel room available, no place, and the damn cabins was closed when I got there.
Hey, did you hear that yesterday? Some lady knocked over the Pope?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that this
I
morning.
saw it on TV.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So I took them back home. They slept in the back of the Honda the whole way. They didn't know where we went. I got about 4 hours sleep, took them right back to Busch Gardens, and Linda and them was living all night.
Oh,
It was cloudy all the way and rain until we got the gate. It cleared right up, stayed sunny all day. They've been all the way to Luray Cabin. Didn't even know we went there. Never saw none of it.
Oh no, longest road trip.
19
I took
hours
us
on
from
the road
California
without
to Florida,
stopping.
and it took us like a couple of weeks because we stopped here and there, and
Yeah.
you know.
I kept stopping at Waynesboro. Every time I got to, I'd get off the interstate. No
I
room.
actually made that trip a couple times. I went from Florida to California
The
once.
Pope was in town. There was nothing available. I got as far as Newport News. I said, I know where the hell that bed's at. And I kept it on driving.
Yeah, it's not hard. I don't know how my mom did it, you know, driving with us awake. I like driving when the kids were sleeping when they were younger. It was easier.
I'm up in the mountains with kind of half bad brakes still not on the car. Worried about it.
Is it warm in there to y'all or just me?
It's
Just
It's
you.
warm.
It's just
warm.
you.
Feels good to me. Had that fan blowing too.
Yeah, that. Just reach up there and grab that remote control if you want to
Fan
get
said-
serious.
He just said it was 71 a while ago.
How to use it?
Is there an on button?
You're gonna try the air conditioner, I think I'm gonna go any other place.
Nice.
Doesn't work.
And then plugged in what it is.
Yeah.
But don't run your mom out of here.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a nice little place here. It's all right.
I like your little tree.
Yeah. And my little present there, my one little Christmas present,
Uh-huh.
it was lit up and the damn thing went out. The
Oh, yeah,
battery went
LEDs
dead.
on, yeah.
I told her, and I said, well, Santa Claus ain't coming. She said, why? I said, my damn present went out.
So when you guys build this?
Nancy, I bought this state line building.
Yeah. Go down
Okay.
the south end.
This is a 12 by 28.
So this is like one of them little storage sheds that they have.
That's all it is.
Oh wow.
I got Decker, he poured the slab for it. Had it pulled in. Billy had weights in here one time and everything.
Yeah, I knew he had a weight room.
Well, when that was the barn, this was the weight room. Well, he needed more room, so he took my barn. I gave him the barn and I took this. So,
There you go. Gee, that's not bad. We could do something like this in the backyard for Paris.
well, you talk to
And
Shane.
Judy and James.
Well, yeah, because his friend James says he's moving in when he hits 18. So you know, there we go. We can put him in the very
Let me tell you
backyard.
something, Nancy. You put something like this back there,
They'll
you
never
won't-
move.
you won't, well, what I'm saying, you run the electricity from the house to it. I don't have, all I got is one wire out here. Of course, I'm gonna update, do a little more out here.
Yeah.
But when I cook, I gotta cut the heater off for the air conditioner. But,
Yeah.
no, you fix them up like this for him. Better have somebody watching the place.
Maybe bringing over the girls.
Well, by the time he's 18, I'm not going to worry too much about the girls.
Yeah.
Got my cousin over in Arizona. I lived with my other aunt and uncle down the street about 2 blocks away. I moved in with them later when I was single. And they had girls up in the bedroom, and their mother and father was religious to that hill. And they had girls right in the bedroom right next door. They came up a ladder to the bedroom window and got in and stayed all night with them, right next door to the mother and father's bedroom.
That's wrong.
That's some good stirrups.
Yeah, talk to him.
I don't like it. I don't like them old oxbow stirrups there. They're
Really?
too damn narrow, man. I don't like them.
You like the wide ones because they
Yeah.
support your feet better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier on the feet.
I like these pretty good.
Yeah, shoot, this ain't bad at all.
Well,
Probably be cheaper than adding on to the house.
a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. If you would do it sometime soon, you could get all of it much work. You add on to the house, you're gonna have to get a crew out there.
I built that, what, 10 by 12 my yard for about 2,000.
Yeah. But that was 100 years ago.
They finished it.
That was 100 years.
I built it for the mower. The mower been sitting out in the rain all summer and all winter.
I found a deal on that damn T111. What we pay for that all? $16, $18 a sheet.
What'd you turn on there?
$14 a sheet for T111. I found it up there at the Home Emporium. And hell, I bought about 20 sheets. And I took Skippy with me. And I looked Skippy going in the wallet. I said, what are you doing? He said, damn, as cheap as it is, I'm gonna buy it and figure out something for it. I mean, the stuff there was, what, $20 a sheet?
I'm doing the walls in quarter inch Luan. I got one wall done, the shells all up. I got the shells, supports made out of full 2x4s, tapered, screwed and glued to the wall with that PL adhesive that will never come down. But I'm trying to decide if I use plywood for the ceiling or if I use sheetrock just for fireproofing. I might do it like this, I don't know.
I mean, we've talked about adding on to the house, adding on an extra room, that way we can put all the computers in the one room, and then putting like a bedroom on top of it.
And doing a master bath in our big room. big
Yeah.
bedroom.
Think about
Well,
putting
take
one
where
on
the
that
porch
slab in the yard.
Where the porch is, putting a,
If
master
I do, I
bathroom
want to build it
there.
up with about a
So
foot
we
of
can take that
concrete.
shed and turn that into another little, storage room or something like that, and then just making a garage, getting them a garage and putting all the stuff in the shed in the garage. But, cause we need a little bit more space, that's for sure. But, it'll take time.
Yeah, shoot, all you see around here, I mean, most of it wasn't even here 10 years ago.
Yeah, you do a little bit every couple of years.
Well, I didn't do nothing until Mom and Daddy passed away. Then their estate was settled. Then I started making up for lost time. You know.
Shoot, we got the room,
Yeah.
we have to cut down a hell of a lot of trees, but. some of them
Ain't
trees-
forgot the room. That's a pretty big piece of property we'll be sitting on.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
2 acres don't seem like much, but it's pretty good around.
Shoot, even a backyard,
Y'all got what? Y'all got about 2.5, 3 acres here?
something like that, yeah.
yeah.
Y'all still got shit tons of room. Even with everything here.
Yeah, that's Linda's personal present, that little building out there. I got that for all the junk she got there. We're cleaning out there for Billy, and then I had all this stuff in there. So, I said something to her. I got $200 off on that thing. So,
Yeah, got a little girl's room. I'm gonna head into the other house.
What you had to get
yeah, I walked.
You get permit for this here?
Yeah, you damn right I got a permit, and I guess you were the inspector, weren't you? Come on, man.
See, you different now, I live around the damn corner of the main drag, I can't do nothing.
Animal Timbo is bigger than you. Snapchat you.
Yeah.
Hey, rub on it.
He's probably smelling the dogs and the cats. He's like, ooh, you smell pretty.
The vet came out here, I was in there with my knee replacement. I was in the sunroom, and she came in there. I said, well, everything all right? She said, yeah. Said, you know, he grabbed my arm. I said, did he shut out on him? She said, no. I said, well, he just wanted to show you he could. I was like,
Likes the green stuff, huh? He's trying to nibble on the green stuff.
I think it looks more like grass.
Pretty day.
Yeah.
He's got some definition on his front shoulder.
Jason, he got a long hair on him now. You let me put him in there front end for you in there for a little while. In the summertime when the shed's out.
Yeah.
See that on the backside of the phone?
Yep.
He got a butt like a sister now. Close to 4 o'clock.
Wow, the feeding time?
Yeah, that's why he called.
It's 4:25.
Yeah.
Like, where's my food? Where's
Yeah,
my
he.
food?
The food's right here.
Is that what it is? Hold on. You hungry, baby? Are you hungry, baby?
That's the horse out here with
It's got the sugar
Where'd
on
you
it.
put that out?
Huh?
Where'd you put that out?
Oh, this summer. I run him around in there a little bit. Yeah, Jason, I'll show you what it did.
I see he's very social.
It's very chilly.
Not many horses.
Uh-huh.
Not many horses can stand a lot of people. Oh, right on the collar. Got it done.
My mama just seems like, you know, I had surgery, the Ray was in the hospital, mama had her surgery just before I had mine. And just used the day like rock. It's just like, it's really been a year.
Yes, ma'am. Just one thing after another. I don't see the camera.
Only thing I can say, next year we'll be looking up, I think.
Still got 35 minutes left on it.
I got to go and get an
35 minutes.
What's that, Mom?
Go get y'all's gift.
Still got Louisa's house on about over an hour left on the same card.
Y'all want Indian on
Yeah, we had gone
Hey,
over
Mom.
Mr. Bill's little place and looking at that.
Hey, Mom.
What, honey?
Maybe Ozzy wants to take the picture.
Well, just 1 minute. Somebody left a ice cup on
That was me.
You did? It
Yeah,
ain't
I
no
went
good.
outside, I forgot it.
All right, I'm gonna pour it out.
Hey, it's me again. I was just calling for an update.
Is Louise looking?
She's talking to Glenn.
Oh.
She's talking to somebody on the phone. Glenn said 10 people just arrived there. Like 10 people just got there to the hospital. He said Brock still he's not able to see anybody yet. Still
Why don't y'all take your shoes off outside, leave them
What are you doing
outside,
here?
so you're walking in the mud?
Said
Jason was supposed to call you.
Huh?
Jason was supposed to call you and tell you. He got in a bad car wreck last night. He's in Norfolk General.
Listen, what did
Told me
Santa
no.
Claus bring you?
He was supposed to call you.
What did Santa Claus bring you, Louise?
You're all wet now.
Ho, 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 and away we go. Who said that? I don't know. Big fat man or something. Oh, the one that told him. I darn well I remember him. I don't remember much.
Anyway, Glenn said that he's still in recovery. He hasn't seen him yet. They said they're getting ready to take him back to X-ray. And they want to do some X-rays before, while he's,
What about the other one?
right now, the doctor's call for some X-rays.
Get up here, Rachel.
He's gonna be a while yet, that's what Glenn said. He said the
Ah,
preacher
you do.
just arrived, and 10 other people just arrived.
Oh, well, pretty ugly. Here I am.
The church.
Except what you see.
They're all that way.
Don't bother me. I'm just thankful I'm here. That's all.
I think it's more important for him to be there, in Brock anyway.
So he said it's probably gonna be much later, if at all, when he gets here. 'Cause all the people that he said, Brock's great-grandmas, grandmas, the preachers. He said about 10 people had just come in and
I need
unloaded.
the whole flow. I told you I got the whole flow will be clear.
He said all the Pearsons up there.
The church.
Probably 30 or 40 people there.
I know it's in the right stuff. They told me, that's his phone call, she said.
Tree is pretty, ain't it? That is one pretty awesome.
So it'd be much later.
Yeah. To do that trade.
Yeah,
you get. Damn, you
On
make our
camera.
arm moving now, ain't you?
You want to take a picture of the tree, Mom? Ozzy.
Oh, they take
Mom, why
one
don't
of
you
my
take
tree. That's a pretty tree on the decoration.
And this is beautiful tree.
Can't get it all there unless I go back there.
Huh? I couldn't do that.
Get the job done right this holiday season with the GMC Sierra. With an available 6.2-liter, 403 horsepower V8, it's the most powerful half-ton pickup in its class.
Well, he told me this morning, let me get out
Fuel economy with
that
that
he
much
didn't think he
V8
was real.
horsepower. Make the GMC Sierra first on your list. It's 100 years of engineering excellence, all wrapped up in one excellent package. And right now, during the GMC holiday event, qualified buyers can get our best offer of the year. 0% APR financing for 72 months on all 2009 GMC Sierras. The GMC holiday event. Visit GMCdealer.com. GM large pickup segment. EPA estimated 19.
I don't think so, Mom. They always go through precautions like that. We're gonna take. They'll fix everything that they see on the surface that is really bad,
Not available with some other
Go back and double check.
and then go back and double check and read
They're
stuff.
just trying to make sure.
You know, yesterday was
Well, Brock was born in 85, right? Me and Lynn were talking about it. 85.
he's 23 yesterday.
23 or 24.
I think he might be 20.
I think he was 24 yesterday.
You're supposed to get it. I wasn't really trying.
Epic fail.
I wasn't really trying to see.
I'm gonna go to the kids and get
Yeah, I'm noticing your wallet's gone.
Call now
Wow, they got up there.
But hurry, when this offer it's gone. Call 1-800-581-7622.
Crosswalk.
Traffic fail in line.
That's Billy.
Merry Christmas.
This is Billy.
Oh, Billy was in here for
I think he slept back there. She said he went to play ping pong.
Oh. Lauren, and then Cody. Cody, I get it.
Kristen. Rock.
Well, they'll be along, Preston.
Yeah, they probably.
Okay.
In the dark and the rain.
Yeah, you sure you want me to drive?
That's a pretty big dog.
Sing another Christmas together.
Yeah.
We've been sick about all year, but we hear Christmas, ain't
Good
we?
to see you. Hope you're around many more.
See, I was 79 in November.
I feel like I'm 16 sometime, but usually I feel like I'm 100.
He helps him change the tire and he drops the lug nuts and he goes.
I don't know sometimes where I can even get up in the morning and not.
What did you say?
I'm much trouble, so my feet bother me all the time.
They do.
Well, that's not what I meant. There you go, Mama, you're always.
Much better.
Is it on?
Yes, ma'am.
He just had a flat tire. He's had a flat tire.
They're
Christmas
mild.
trees tied to the
They're
top.
mildly dysfunctional. Their version of dysfunctional.
Okay.
They're mildly
They look
dysfunctional
like the
compared to the
wall.
families
Hey,
now.
wait a minute, does it keep on going playing?
Up until, I ain't gonna play it many more times, it'll go up to 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, they'll show it this time and they'll show it probably one more time.
They just Merry Christmas, and thank you, dog. Thank you. I told Osmond we saw another Christmas together. It's been about dead age for a year, but we come alive.
We'll see how much Paris is on the games and stuff once he gets a vehicle and his license, you know. I'm not sure why she grown.
Yeah.
She got grounded for hitting.
They just keep right on doing little pranks, you know, over and over and over.
Aren't you glad I'm not a parent like
Yeah, it's
that?
about Ralphie. He wants a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas.
Red
But
Ryder
his mom won't get it for him until
Huh?
says you shoot your eye out.
Merry Christmas.
He's like the classic mom BB gun block. Just shoot your eye out.
Good.
The gamers. Let's, number one. Number one, we're gonna get together and have all our pictures taken. They want like a FFA picture. High school picture, whatever. Class picture. La 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 la. Okay. Proud of it. Proud of it. Proud of it. Proud of it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Where'd you get your coat from, Mom?
Cold Creek about 3 years ago. Cold Creek about 3 years ago. Daisy little one. Little sweet jacket. I think it was actually a gift card somebody gave me and I got it for $50.
We can go shopping Sunday. I'm not going tonight.
Merry Christmas.
David's
open
tonight. So
Walgreens. I heard Walgreens was Wawa.
No, he wants to go. He wants to get something for his girlfriend.
I mean, I don't think it's open tonight. Except Walgreens,
Exactly.
Wawa.
It's great when you have days like, you know, the one day a year like this.
He can wait till Sunday. It ain't gonna kill him. You know, he's gonna be here till the 3rd anyway, so his girlfriend ain't gonna get it till after then.
Oh, yeah. I know. I know. You know, a lot of people got
Who is that? Jimmy wants to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see if you get lights on?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Keith's property.
I told them there's water down there.
Jason was just that.
It was there a year. Is your girlfriend here or where?
Maryland.
Where is he from?
He lives up in Maryland with his dad. His mom lives down here.
Mom lives about a couple hundred yards from us.
Yeah.
They got to be friends when he used to live with his mama most of the time. And then he got in trouble with his daddy.
They got a better school system up there for him.
Oh yeah, way better.
So now he just comes down for holidays and summertime and stuff. Because he couldn't get into the school that Paris was in because they had started it. You know, he was a year ahead. He's a year ahead of Paris, so otherwise he would have stayed here and gone to that school. But oh yeah,
We have fairyland.
but it's okay. He comes down enough for us to still, you know. He's like my
Guys
other
really
son.
don't care what anybody does down there.
The miracle that we don't both weigh 700 pounds apiece is so amazing.
You throw it over this way, I'll keep it.
Toss that over here.
We talk about that a lot. Well, there's this thing in our section of the cookbook. It's not a Christmas food, but a lot of foods that are my favorite things, I just make them. And my mom used to do wedding cakes and
Sure about that.
I think she was a teacher, but when I was born, she wanted to stay home with me till I was over school, so she started doing this cooking at the house. And
Push too far one day.
one thing she was making
Yeah.
called cheese straws.
Paris said that you'll beat Jimmy, but you won't beat him.
Her recipe was born by
You can't beat me.
They want at the same time.
You can't beat me.
Why?
They're the best things ever. And
He says that so like.
I'm not even seeing it. You know, we just got a year to wait though, don't we, Jimmy? Then we can beat you all the time.
They gotta wait like 2.5 years.
Well, we can beat you now,
I got
Paris.
full belly now. My belly gets bigger every year.
I think you lost some weight.
No, Mom, he has not.
Just lost a little bit maybe.
No, he hasn't.
Not much.
I think you lost some put on that tuxedo to get married and then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did lose a little bit by then.
Well, that's summertime though, you know, because I get them out doing more in the summertime. You know, I push them more to do more in the summer. Wintertime, more, you
You
know.
go to the yard and all you in the summer take exercise doing that. So that happens a lot.
Yeah, and in the wintertime, you don't go out as much, so you gain a little more.
In the winter, I lose more.
It's because you do the wrestling thing. You know.
So it works out.
Get you one of them machines you work out every day.
Even in the most uncertain times, there are some
If it had a computer hooked to it where he could game while he was doing that, he'd be skinny as anything. He'd be in totally fit shape.
We fit.
Get like instead of a chair, get like a treadmill. Have to keep
Yes,
up
ma'am,
so he
it
doesn't
does.
fall behind.
Get like
That's an idea, Mom.
online
Get a treadmill right in front of the computer.
treadmill. Get like a
And a what?
You have to move.
Yeah, so like if you like,
You like walk on the
Nope.
treadmill.
if you stop running, then you're like you're totally away from the computer. You can't. You're like,
Take some five big fat trees.
That's what I'm gonna get. Oh, that's what I'll make that for you.
Take
Just for you.
and if you're like goes too far back, you can say computer.
Well, look.
I told him, let me know when he's coming so we can save up enough money to feed him for the weekend while
Who?
Jason.
Oh.
Back in the day, yeah.
When he was Paris' age, I had a horse and a dog. And it cost more to feed him in a weekend than it did them in a month.
I believe that.
All made the cheese grills now. Those things are awesome.
God knows he'd eat them, but damn thing be stacked that high.
I've seen him eat enough at a Burger King, places I took them, each one that I ate in a week.
I tell you what, he could really go, boy.
Like 5 big hamburgers.
How old are
Bone
you,
soup.
Paris?
Bamboo soup with biscuits crushed up in it.
Yeah.
I ate about 3 or 4 bowls of them.
When he was 15, you couldn't carry the food he could eat in one setting. When he was 15.
Paris has done that to us. You know, Paris goes through spurts where he eats a lot and then he'll eat, you know what I mean, not eat a lot.
Did you get them on? They ain't on.
He'll eat a lot.
Yeah, they're on.
The ones on the railing on, the ones on the house on, I'm letting that GFI trying to dry out. Gotta replace that. Once the damn thing get the truck in there, it don't take much to truck.
Cigarette, the first thing you think about, not your friends, not your job, not your yappy dog.
But shoot, there's times we go out to dinner and we pay more for Paris' meal than mine and Jason put together.
It's rare for something to sound in your morning walks and wait.
It'll add up, and then when you bring him along and Jimmy along and James along, yeah, it adds up.
But what is it?
You have to stay hungry, baby.
What is it that's true, Ma? What's the famous saying you used to say? Growing boys, ain't we?
Takes a lot for growing boys.
Growing boys.
They got more in them than they look.
You know what Uncle Buddy used to say, don't you?
Ain't everywhere you go, you never get on.
That's what he used to say.
That's good. That's true, too.
Most of you got a biscuit. Eat everywhere you go, you won't get on.
Buddy was a truck.
It's funny though, girls aren't like that. You know?
Nah.
Girls aren't like that. Boys though, man, it takes a lot to feed them when they hit them teenage years.
I wasn't like that, man. I like
Really?
my teenage years. I really didn't eat that much at all. I always figured I ate enough when I was a child.
A deal one time is the past time. It's funny.
They're unplugging this lamb. I'm trying to let the GFI dry out.
Yeah, I know. One time of the rail was on 30 plus and 18 and up and out. But that's
Yeah.
You want potty?
You know why it flashes? You know why it flashes? Because they can't talk. No.
He's filming.
14 minutes left on that and 24 on the battery.
Are you a little power
What'd you use, 8 gigabyte card?
That new one, the 8 Ultra. What's HE 1440? What's that? HE 1440. What does that mean?
I'm gonna use this recording in 1440 by 900.
It's supposed to be full high definition.
It is. There's probably 1440 by 1080. That's what it is. It's a 1610. I think the 1610 ratio.
I need to learn how to operate the brighten the picture automatic and all that on it. Never tried it.
Jimmy wants to close up
So you want to see the caps on his teeth?
The snake video turned out pretty good.
Looks like a tree.
What are you trying to look at? You're looking at the
Let's
carpet.
hide his face now.
It's a comparison. Look at the color of his clothes and the Christmas tree. They're the same color.
Let's zoom way in. I push that button on top the wrong way every time.
What's that, Jimmy? You want another close-up? Knew he was gonna do it. Ah. Take her real quick.
Yeah, biggest one you can find. Not long, it's biggest.
Jimmy, over there.
Coming in, and I look at DP a little while. I don't expect Glenn. If he comes, he'll just run in a few minutes and go in. He's got little dog thing. Now he's got the big little paper.
Well, he got bigger things to worry about.
Mama,
Huh?
where did you put all the extension cords?
In that closet, in that, behind that little white chest.
Linda, we're taking off.
I don't know what's in my throat. Let me get some water.
Oh, now we got more work to do when we get home, but.
Well, a couple of very special ladies of country music join me this hour. The one and only Dolly Parton. She will tell me the story behind Hard Candy Christmas. And Kelly Pickler will also be here. Share some holiday memories. And maybe even do a little scrapbooking. Come on, man. Your office Genesis is it's ridiculous. I'm jealous. Jealous of what? That's the ugliest weapon I have ever had in my entire life. No, it was out.
Osmond's taking the tree and all names out.
Yeah.
Let me go his side of the tree.
Trying to get it all.
Let me get over his side of the tree. Okay. Now let's take a pretty
Got
picture.
about 7 minutes left on this.
Let's take, get up here, Linda. Let's take a pretty picture of my tree. The tree we got. Okay. And Merry Christmas to all, and to all good night.
She did that just as I zoomed in on her.
I did.
Looked like you planned it.
Okay. Well, good, Osmond. We took one good picture.
I'll show it to you in about I'll give you a
2009, we took one good picture. We'll see what we do next year.
Hey, Billy. Yeah, I just had a few minutes left on it.